Welcome to your high school sports. This is week 10, next to the last week. We want to welcome you to Sevier County High School and Hardin-Robertson Field here tonight on senior night here at Sevier County High School, as we have a matchup between two 5A schools and your Campbell County Cougars and your Sevier County Smoky Bears. So here we are, 9 seconds to kickoff.
On just a perfect night, too.
Oh, it's beautiful here tonight, isn't it?
Beautiful facility, beautiful view, great night, good crowd. Can't ask for much better than this.
See Peyton Ferguson back deep for your Campbell County Cougars. I'm trying to get a number on the other player. I believe that's number 12, Gavin Owens. As we wait for the kickoff from number 4, Taylor Madison, the sophomore. And you know, Brandon, the kicking game tonight very well could be the difference in this game.
Well, and we saw last week, Heritage had some adventures in the special teams game early. Were able to capitalize at the end, wound up making that game-winning kick, but Sevier County looked really solid in that phase of the game last week. I think that's an advantage for them tonight.
Madison with a short, high kickoff, and it's fielded but fumbled by number 15 for Campbell County. That's Luke Lindsay, the freshman.
Well, that pop fly kick just about worked.
It just about did, but regardless, they'll start off in pretty good field percentage at the 33. We'll bring up a Cabough's Campground first down. Cabough's Campground, the #1 campground in the Great Smoky Mountains, located in beautiful Pigeon Forge. Brandon, we're going to see a lot of trips tonight. A lot of trips tonight.
This is a huge part of that Campbell County offense. I'm interested to see how they attack it. Right now, they've got numbers up to the top. You've got 2 corners and 1 safety cheating that way, but if they can get that blocked up on a quick screen, they've got a play there.
Hensley with the snap. Quick out. And a little bit of running room, but it closes down very nicely. Sevier County played that well. Bryson Hedrick, the freshman, whose name we've seen to call a lot while we're here, with the tackle.
Campbell County came out. They ran that quick pass into the trips. But your wide receivers have got to make those blocks when that's going to be there, and both receivers got beat on their inside shoulders. The defensive backs for the Smoky Bears didn't necessarily make the tackle immediately, but they were able to blow the play up.
Tonight, the Smoky Bears are in their home jersey, purple, and the Campbell County Cougars in the white. Hensley waiting the call from the sideline in the pistol. And a 5 receiver set
Devin
this time.
Jones
with the reception pass. He's got a man open.
The big guys up front there.
And there's one of those seam routes we talked about, Brandon. That was enough.
Set up. They picked the rush up. He stepped up, delivered the ball on time. A lot of credit to the guys up front for that one. And that's going to be a Cabough's Campground first down.
Campbell County, not a huge offensive line, but an athletic offensive line. Running back off his left shoulder. Hensley looks for the throw and the out and a little wheel route. Receivers looking for the sideline, and he's tackled out of bounds. Still good gain.
About 8 yards. That's
on a first down, yep.
Nice pickup.
Devin Jones, whose name you will hear a lot, the 6 foot tall, 166-pound wide receiver.
Here's a replay of that last play. You can see that was just a quick out route to the boundary for Campbell County. They were able to pick up nice yardage on it.
Get out of the court. Forced down of bounds by number 3, Peyton.
Malachi Payton, we talked about the importance of this secondary, keeping them in front and limiting those routes.
Here's a big opportunity for Sevier County if you can get off the field here.
Simply put, and you watch film on Campbell County, they are pass, 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 and then when you think they're done passing, they pass some more.
They're going to spread you out and attack you too.
Got a man there in the softness of the zone, and that's Devin Jones once again down to the 24-yard line. That will bring up a Cabough's Campground first down.
So on the first big first down on this drive on that long seam route, we gave a lot of credit to the offensive line. That time, Sevier County brought more guys than Campbell County could pick up. Quarterback just took a huge shot, but delivered it right where it needed to be for a first down. A lot of credit for hanging in there and making that pass, knowing he's going to get hit.
I say this without hesitation. Hensley may be the best quarterback they've seen this year. Some pressure there, but he stands up. He's got a man open, and he drops it. I believe that's Devin Jones right there with the drop.
Had him. Can't throw that up any better.
Yep. He'd beaten Mason Ellis there and had him by several steps.
Looked like it was a double move. They went in and up. You can see him take that shot right there on that replay just a little too far. You got to come up with that catch.
And I said a couple steps. That was more than a couple steps.
Oh, he was open if he catches it at 6 points. Wouldn't be surprised to see Campbell County go back to the well on that one with the effectiveness they had there.
You're going to have to deal with this speed if you're the secondary for Sevier County. It is a lot to handle.
Well, and Campbell County's going with a lot of tempo here, too. Sevier County's not going to get a substitute much tonight.
Hensley Black looking for a receiver. He's got another one as he tries to run across. Great tackle right there. Let's try to get a number 9, Ferguson there on the reception. Looking for a number. That's Jude Costner there on the tackle. Just good pursuit. Yeah.
Quick little drag route, hit it over the middle. Again, Sevier County was bringing pressure, threw it in the area the linebackers vacated.
3rd and 6, big 3rd and 6 right here.
May see Campbell County try another one of those double moves like they had open earlier.
And you know, I know speaking with them this week, Devin Jones is their double move guy. There's your snap. Got a receiver. Wow. Moved to the inside.
Boy,
break that down for us a little bit there, Brandon.
You just had him swing out. You're going to be able to see it on the replay here that we've got coming up. Campbell County just swung it outside, and I don't know if he got caught in the wash or what. They were faking like he was going to block, turned it upfield, made a nice catch.
That was just a well-designed play.
That's going to be another Claybo's Campground first down, and now it's going to be 1st and goal for Campbell County.
Hensley back, surveying the field. Got a receiver, breaks the tackle right there and spins and gets all the way down to the 4-yard line of the Bears.
That was making something out of nothing right there.
Yep.
Just a quick little pass. Sevier County did a nice job not allowing anything, wrapped up well.
And that's one thing that stands out on tape as you watch Mason Shanks. If it's a 50-50 ball or if there's a lot of combat going on, he's a very physical wide receiver. He'll get himself open.
Here's that trips down to the wide side of the field again. Looks like Sevier County's honoring it a little more now. That safety's gone all the way over into that trips and is pressing a little bit more.
Well, we stand here just as we watch the clock tick, a little under 8 minutes now, and we're still scoreless here in the first quarter, but those Cougars are on the march. There's your snap. Quarterback rolls out to his left and waiting for a call. Incomplete.
Nope.
Oh, no, touchdown.
They gave him the touchdown.
Wow.
What a catch.
And, you know, we've talked about this, Brandon. That's not easy on a right-handed quarterback to roll out to his left.
No, rolling to his left, that is not an easy catch. That's going to be the first touchdown of the game, brought to you by Sevier County Electric, bringing power to our community. An outstanding throw right there. Again, moving to the left, got his shoulders around, got his feet set, delivered a good ball, let his receiver make a play. If you're Campbell County, that's about as strong a start on offense as you could ask for.
Brandon, did you catch who had the was that Jones there with the touchdown reception?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to see from where we were at.
Zion, did you not have that on the playback?
Bryson Hendrick out there, I believe, jumped a little bit early.
Just a little bit. Doesn't take more than a little bit, though.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Regardless, just going back towards that touchdown reception, that was not an easy reception there by Devin Jones either.
Not an easy throw, not an easy reception, but Campbell County, that's the advantage when you've got those seniors in there.
Oh, yeah.
Have played so long together, and they've played. You're later in the season now. They've played a lot of ball together this year, and were able to come up with it.
I know that's your first drive right there, but boy, those Campbell County receivers had a lot of space.
A lot of space, and it could have been worse than it was for Sevier County on that. Campbell County saw that they have the ability to push the ball down the field. We wondered if they would. Looks like Campbell County's
going for two
off here and go for two at the last minute.
Record this back to that. Record this.
Damon Hughes, the center there, rushed to the line. Only 5'8", but close to 300 pounds.
Yeah, that's.
And what are we calling a timeout here? Reset the play clock. Okay.
I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. There was 24 seconds on it when they decided to reset it, so they had sufficient time right there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that was all about, but Campbell County with the jumbo set here.
And they pushed through for the 2-point conversion.
There wasn't anything
No.
cute about that. It was just send in the buffet busters and put your fastest guy running behind them.
Yeah, and you've heard his name already. He is a big physical player. That's Will Lester right there with that successful 2-point. Did they give them that or did they call that back? They whistled it dead before. Wow, they whistled it dead, Brandon, before the play went. Big break there for Sevier County.
I wouldn't be surprised with the amount of space he had if you see Campbell County turn around and do the very same thing again. No need to break. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep. Well, you see a lot of space there on the replay.
They're saying no good.
Here's a replay.
Let's take a look here. Quarterback gets a snap, goes to the right. Boy, that's
Brandon.
close.
Whew. If he wasn't in, he had to be inches short from that goal line.
If he wasn't in, I wouldn't want to have had to put my hand between him and that goal line. I'll put it like that. As it is, that's a big hold for Sevier County.
Yeah. Well, you know, you talked about the opportunity that Sevier County's offense potentially has tonight against this Campbell County team that puts up a lot of points. So we're looking forward to this first drive to see how Sevier County navigates the waters.
We'll see how the Smoky Bears do this. We're about to have our Old Mill kickoff here from Campbell County to the Smoky Bears. But, Ron, if you come out as Sevier County, you give up that kind of yardage to Campbell County, and you know that offense can move the ball. You know they have a chance to score a lot of points. How much pressure does that put on your offense?
Yeah, you want to early in the game, right? But you want some answer. At the very, very least, you want some first downs.
This is not a team you want to get in the hole to.
No, nope. I believe that's Mason there. Let me just make sure. No, that's Eli Austin there for the Bears. Malachi Pate, who is a good returner, is back deep. Little squib kick. Fielded well. And Sevier County is going to end up with good field position.
They're going to be starting just shy of the 40-yard line for this Claybo's Campground first down to start the drive for the Smoky Bears.
And I'll tell you, Bryson Hendrick right there, breaking down like an infielder, took that ball about as well as he could.
Hey, when you're an up back and you're used to throwing the blocks and you see one of those pop flies, you got the only thing going through your mind is don't screw this up.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see how Mason Ellis and these Bears set the tone early on this drive. 4 receiver set. Oh, they jumped. Yep, I think that was number 27 for Campbell County. That was offside. I believe that's Noah Smith, the freshman.
Yep, got him for offside, unabated to the quarterback. So Sevier County gets nice field position, then gets a free 5. So,
yep.
You know, I'll tell you what, 1st and 5 plus territory, almost plus territory, you're on 44. You may see the Smoky Bears take a shot here.
Yep. 4 receiver set. Bryson Lane will receive the ball, and considering it was 1st and 5 there, we'll give him about a yard or bring up 2nd down and 4.
Well, he may have only got a yard, but there was a Campbell County linebacker that got a ride on that one. He got on there, got on his back, and just kept going.
Didn't go down easy, did he?
These Smoky Bear running backs, none of them, these ball carriers all run hard. We talked about that all last week, how hard these guys run. First contact rarely seems to get them down. They always seem to fall forward. So it's right on character, right on time.
You know, Brandon, we talked about the importance of the offensive line setting this tone. Taylor Magaha, Van Rensburg, you know, they're going to have to be physical tonight with this Sevier County defensive line. It is a smaller defensive line, but it's a very athletic defensive line.
Well, we saw Heritage give Sevier County a lot of troubles last week with a smaller defensive line, a smaller defense bringing a lot of blitz packages, bringing pressure every play off different spots. And I think you're going to see Campbell County again look at the film for that and realize, okay, if we try to play straight up on these guys, they're going to be pushing us 4 yards back all night.
Yep.
We got to get creative. We got to come off the edge and use our quickness, and they kind of got film on how to do that.
We need to remember this is only Mason Ellis' 4th game as quarterback. As far as being the starter, it's going to be at least the lights are on. Oh, I don't know that you all heard that, but that was in reference to our game last week that we had what an experience that was last week.
About a little just shy of a 2.5-hour blackout during halftime. So you heard everything that everybody on our team was with us could think of last night during that, trying to keep you guys entertained.
And we've got a very kudos to Sevier County for having a very witty field announcer, because that was a good one right there.
Yes, it was. Not sure if our issue right now is with the game clock or with the play clock. I just know it's some clock issues.
You know, him being back to my point, Mason Ellis, 4 starts at quarterback. It's going to be in those blitz packages, as you well know. Can he recognize an open receiver when they send the blitz?
Or can he yank it down and run away from the pressure?
That's the other part, yes.
I feel like eventually Ellis is going to have to make some plays with his arms. With his arm, if Sevier County wants to win this game.
And he's capable. He's a very tremendous athlete.
Yeah.
I'm not sure now. He doesn't have that prototypical height that you're looking for a quarterback. But you know, my understanding is University of Tennessee's looking at him to play baseball. So you know he's a tremendous athlete.
If Tony Vitello wants you to play for those guys,
you better believe it.
You know what you're doing on the diamond.
There's your snap. Ellis looks. Got a receive. Oh, just a bit out of his reach there to number 7, Justin Walker.
Want to give Ellis credit there. He saw the blitz coming off of his left side. He trusted his running back to pick up the blitz, which he did. He stood in there with pressure coming, stepped up and delivered a good ball. It was a little high, missed his man a little high, but hung in there, didn't bail out. I feel like last week in some of the earlier games we've seen him in, he was probably have felt that pressure and took off.
I'll be honest with you, Brandon, I'm not sure they get the first down there regardless of the way that the corner was closing. There's your handoff, what we used to call student body left, and they'll pick up the necessary yardage for a first down. Number 3 there, Malachi Pate. Good job following his blockers. Yeah,
Pate picks up that Claybo's Campground first down. Came over to the right. I feel like that's a little more what Sevier County needs to do. Here's the replay. You can see they're coming to the right side. Pulled a couple of offensive linemen. Had a wide receiver out leading. You were able to spring for the first down run there. I feel like that's where Sevier County's offense is going to be at their best.
Yes.
Is when I feel like maybe they're trying to be a little too lateral right now, need to get up and down and use that physicality inside.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Be the more physical team tonight. And Sevier County has that in their repertoire. Oh, not quite sure. I think Mason would have gotten some pretty good yardage if he just would have tucked that ball and ran it. He had a lane.
He might still be running if he pulled that down. And I'm not really sure who he was throwing to. I don't know if that was a miscommunication. Not sure if somebody ran a wrong route or he threw it where he thought it should be. I don't know.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the Cougar 48.
You know, when you've got a young quarterback like Ellis, it's so hard because you're trying to get him to, you want him to use his legs, but he's got to trust the offense and play within it. You're trying to teach him, and that's not easy to do in live games.
Mason Ellis with the keeper. Good run there. Great run as he keeps the legs moving. Brought down eventually there by number 9, Peyton Ferguson.
Ellis with the Claybo's Campground first down. We've got a replay coming here. See if we can get this queued up. You watch Ellis right here, rides that read, just puts his head down, has a seam, and just gets straight up Main Street. And as much as we talked about Campbell County attacking the seams on those hashes, the interior seams is what we've seen Ellis especially have success with on those read options.
Snap, he's got Malachi Pay there on the sideline, makes a move, and then gets swarmed. Good pass there. Brings up and that's what you want to do tonight, Brandon. If you're Sevier County, you want to stay ahead of the chains, which brings up now a 2nd and 3. You really can't ask for much more.
You're 2nd and short, and you've got this kind of line and these kind of running backs, the kind of running game they've got. Ellis had a little bit of a hitch in his motion there, but he straightened it out, delivered it on target. Almost into the red zone. This is a place where Sevier County struggled last week.
Single back set there. I believe that's Bryson Lane. Ooh. And boy, whoo, Who got lower? And I believe it was Bryson Lane right there.
I'm certain it was Bryson Lane right there. That was a helmet into a sternum.
Oh, yeah. That's the kind of hit right there where you wake up the next morning, you're like, where'd that bruise come from? And then you remember where the bruise came from.
And you're going to remember it for about another week.
Yep.
They marked him just short of the first down. Man, we heard that all the way up here.
So they bring up third and a short one right here. This is often a place where you'll see Mason Ellis just simply tuck the ball and run.
With the success that he's had running between the tackles, I don't think I'd get too cute here, especially on a smaller defensive line.
I believe that'll be enough for your first down.
Boy, it's going to be close. It's going to depend on
Oh,
where
it
they
may
mark
not be. Just watching the referee come out and where his, I'm assuming it'll be a left foot spot.
The game is number 13.
That is going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down, and still, Brandon, they may have lost a yard right there.
I think you're seeing the buffet busters come in again.
Yeah. This is their jumbo package.
This is the offensive line that would make our friends at Buddy sweat when they started to roll up.
And one thing, let me point your attention to something, because I was waiting to see whether or not it was going to happen. Garrett Hawkins was in on that play.
And if you're Sevier County, if you've got one guy that you trust to either make a lead block or knock somebody off the ball for a yard to pick it up, Hawkins is your guy.
Yep.
It's going to be really important to watch what Sevier County does here, because last week, and we talked about this, red zone, fourth down, those money downs, those big situations, they had a lot of mistakes last week.
Oh, yeah.
It was penalties or turnovers or missed assignments. And that's one of the things I know Coach Loveday's talked to them all week about, trying to tighten up and clean up. Now, here you go. Fourth down, one, knocking on the red zone. This is your opportunity.
Well, just to back up your point there, let me just remind you, as we watched that game last week, Sevier County had almost 200 yards rushing to Heritage's 68. You would have thought they would have run away with the game with a stat like that.
You would have thought so. Here we go, though.
There's jumbo package right there. And Mason's just going to follow his lead blocker, and I think he's going to get it and then some.
That should be plenty for that Claybo's Campground first down. Looks like almost to the 19.
Yeah.
About a 3-yard quarterback sneak.
Here's your first.
And again, that's going to be another Claybo's Campground first down. And Sevier County's going to get into the red zone here. Okay. Here comes our replay. And just watch the push that Smoky Bear offensive line gets. They blew that defensive line for Campbell County about 4 yards off the ball.
Garrett Hawkins riding the back of the running back right there. And here they come. Oh, how shifty is Mason Ellis? I mean, number 24 there for Sevier County. We've talked about him already, Ethan Johnson, who sets their edge. He was there.
Ellis got the ball, and there were a couple Campbell County defenders that got there about the same time the ball did. Ellis is going to watch this on film, though, and as happy as they are, he got 5 yards out of what should have been a sack. He's going to watch on film and go, oh, if I'd cut left, I scored, because he had a hole and there was nobody over there.
Jude Costner in the slot there on the left as they go in a 4-receiver set here in the pistol. Bryson Lane on the left of his shoulder. Here's your snap. Ellis runs out to his left, nearly gets a sack, looking for some open room, and ran in to a Cougar. Took him on head on.
That is, somebody has forgotten to tell Mason Ellis that he is not bigger than he is, because he is running like it. Watch this replay when he comes out here. You see the pressure coming, he drops back, running back misses a block, he makes the man miss in the open field, comes back inside and just lowers that shoulder right into a linebacker.
And that's one of the things you got to tip your hat to the Bears right now, is when they're running the ball, they're always leaning forward.
Here we go again.
Oh, good block there by Garrett Hawkins. That whole backfield right there exploded to the second line.
They pick up a Claybo's Campground first down. It's going to be 1st and goal here. Watch this replay, though, because the Smoky Bear offensive line.
Oh, yeah.
Ron, I could have run through that.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten that far because I'm not that fast, but I could have got through it.
Houston Parton right there with a great block to sort of set that gap right there. And they continue in this jumbo package right here.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, is he close?
Don't play that. Don't.
Looks like he's gonna
Yeah.
be inside the 1.
I thought he was in, but a slew of Cougars came up and met him at the goal line and pushed him back.
Again, a fantastic surge from the Sevier County offensive line.
Yep.
You can see them creating that bubble in that Campbell County defensive line as they blow guys back.
Yep.
There's holes and space to run, and this is what Sevier County does best: use their size, physicality, and get downhill.
Mason Ellis just follow the center right there, and that will be a touchdown.
That's going to be a Mason Ellis touchdown, courtesy of Sevier County Electric, bringing power to our community. But that was just nothing cute, nothing fancy. Just every big guy you got coming out there, driving back, getting.
Well, you've got an awful big guy in the 6'1", 260-pound Briley Peel, and he just stood on his backside and just drove right in. Here's your extra point by Madison. And the kick is good. So there's your answer by Sevier County. A matter of fact, with a minute and a half, Sevier County takes the lead 7-6.
Smoky Bears have got the lead. We saw Campbell County come out and do what they wanted.
Well, let's go ahead and take a break, Brandon. We'll play some bills and recognize those important sponsors.
Cabough's Campground and Cabins and Cabough's Market and Grill have been family owned and operated since 1978. Cabough's Campground is spacious with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Cabough's Campgrounds and Cabins located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
KJ Chadwell to set them up in good field position, and there they go. And is off to the races, and he's not going to get caught.
That is a one-play Sevier County Electric touchdown drive. Sevier County Electric bringing power to our community. Ron, it's that seam route we talked about. Just stepped up and drilled that in there. He had the man open, and once he got in the open field, just took it to the house.
That was an answer right there, and that was a quick answer there from the Cougars. Mason Shanks, the athlete that we've talked about, he was at the house.
Well, he split the coverage. He was out. He didn't have anybody on him. Quarterback put it on him in stride, right in the hands where he could run after the catch, and he took off. And just like that, right back in the lead for Campbell County.
Devin Jones and Mason Shanks are a lot to handle. There's your kick. And Layton for a signal. That is good. So your new score with 1:23. We started with 1:30 just a minute ago. 7 seconds later, we have a new score. Your Cougars 13, your Smoky Bears 7.
13-7 here as we get ready for our next Old Mill kickoff.
You know, better kick, but they're going to have space. And we said midfield, and this may be past midfield. Good return right there.
Boy, for a minute, Ron, I thought that might be a house call.
It closed quickly, but Bryson Lane on a good return. And we said just a minute ago, midfield, we didn't miss it by much.
Nope, they're going to get the ball in plus territory. Again, if you're Sevier County, you've had a lot of success on first down. That's a huge part of this offense, and that's such a huge help to a young quarterback like Ellis.
Yes.
When you're ahead of the sticks and you're not asking him to get into third and obvious passing situations when they can light him up. If Sevier County is successful on first down again here, it might be a time for a shot play.
Mason Ellis back in pistol, waiting to snap. 2 receivers next to his side.
Good block.
Good block. Good run. That is a gain, probably about 5 or 6. Let's see where our spot is.
This is the number 3 page of Sevier County.
But I believe that's going to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Inside a minute to play. Watch this run as it comes toward you on the screen here. Handoff going to the right side. Great block by the right tackle right there.
Yep.
He got on his man and rode him almost to the sideline.
So 2nd and 5. Ellis waits for the snap and looks. Got a receiver there. And that's going to be enough will it be enough, Brandon, for a first down? That's going to be really close. Number 3 there for the Bears, Malachi Pate with the reception. Saw the ball in and turned upfield, but was met there by a Cougar defender.
Little bit
first
high,
down.
A little bit high, but Pate went up and got it, turned it upfield, ran through his contact, and got a Cabough's Campground first down out of it. He took a lick to earn that one.
We're going to spot the ball at the 37 as we are right around 20 seconds here in the first quarter. But it appears as though the Bears are going to run another play. Ellis back. Hand off to Bryson Lane, and what a hole right there. All the way down to the 27-yard line. That'd be close to another Claybo's Campground first down.
I believe he got that Claybo's Campground first down. That was nothing cute, nothing pretty on that. They're going to mark him just short. Looks like he's going to be just almost a yard short.
Yeah.
That's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Nothing cute on that run.
Nope.
It was just they caught Campbell County in a blitz. They had a straight draw called behind it, and he just ran right past the blitzers. And that's why you want to catch a team in a draw like that, because if you get past those pass rushers, you've got a lot of space.
Oh, yeah.
Campbell County on defense is a small defense. They're really quick. They're really fast. And Sevier County's figured out, you know what, we're just going to line up and punch them in the mouth.
Yep. You and I talked about this now. If Coach Loveday was standing up next to me, he wouldn't appreciate this comment I'm getting ready to make. But the Sevier County finish off their drives, unlike last week when they continually shot themselves in the foot.
Well, and we saw them earlier in the game on their first drive, 4th and 1, knocking on the door of the red zone, had that great quarterback sneak call to pick up the first down, and then just hammered the ball into the end zone. And I'm going to tell you, they're probably about 7-8 yards from going right back to that offense again.
And you know, one thing that we've talked about already, they're doing such a good job of is they're staying ahead of the chains.
Yes.
And this ball control offense. Ellis back, looking for a receiver. Rolling to his left, still trying to find a receiver, and just throws it away. I like the call right there on 2nd and short. 2nd
and 1, you're inside the 30. You got a young quarterback, give him a chance to make a shot. Try to hit a big one. Campbell County brought a lot of pressure. He rolled out.
Yep. Here's your replay, Brandon. The athletic Ellis moving to his left, looking for a receiver.
I think part of the issue you see with Ellis not being able to complete that pass is rolling to his left. He wasn't able to get his shoulder set because he was running for his life.
Will Lester in hot pursuit. And I think we're going to have enough for a first down. It'll be close.
I thought that play was blown up about three times, and Ellis still looks like he may have gotten a first down out of it.
That's Lester in number 27.
And let's see, we're waiting on the call right here. Are we?
I think.
There, well.
Yep.
First down. Claybo's Campground, first down. Claybo's Campground, #1 campground in the Gates, Smoky Mountains, located in beautiful Pigeon Forge.
Boy, it took a minute to figure out if that was first down or not.
We watched the chain gang. They took a dip before the referees took a dip. Well, that will bring up a 1st and 10 from the Cougars 27. And receivers at both sides.
Sevier County picks up a big first down in a big moment.
Great pass there by Mason Ellis. What great touch from as he's trotting backwards, able to get just enough on that to hit Malachi Pate.
Watch his replay, because I don't know how in the world he even got that ball off.
Well, we need to watch Malachi Pate too, his concentration and focus as he saw that ball all the way in.
Great catch, got open on the outbreaking route. Ellis got hit as he threw, but still got out and got that Claybo's Campground first down on that pass.
Yep.
And again, inside the red zone, big situation for Sevier County, and we're seeing them convert, unlike what they did last week. Looks like they've learned from those mistakes.
There's your snap, hand off to Bryson Lane, and Bryson Lane once again just lowers the shoulder pads and continues to drive forward. That'll take the ball down to about the 12-yard line of the Cougars.
Well, I got a feeling that those 3 and 4 yard runs right now, if Sevier County just keeps feeding the big fellas like this, by the time we get to the 4th quarter, those are going to be longer runs, because you're going to start having these smaller Campbell County defenders making business decisions and getting tired of hitting this big guy.
And Taylor McGaha right there with a good block. 4 receivers set here at 2nd down, and we'll say a short 8. Mason Ellis with the keeper. Good gap right there, and he's going to score. Sevier County touchdown right there. Mason Ellis, and let's take a look at our replay, Brandon.
Yeah, Ron, that's a touchdown in touch football.
Yep.
I don't believe they got a hand on him. Here we go. You can see it here. It's just a straight quarterback run. Running back got a fantastic block. Left tackle got an outstanding pancake block that sprung him and cleared his way to the end zone. That's going to be a Sevier County Electric touchdown. Sevier County Electric bringing power to our community. Smoky Bears are tied up 13-13 here, ready for the extra point.
And the extra point is no good.
So we're going to
stay tied. You know, we go back and look at that. I've as an old offensive lineman, you've got to give some credit to this offensive line right there, particularly Taylor Magaha, who just set that block and turned his man out to create that gap.
The pressure's going to have to get there. We're here for our Old Mill kickoff here.
Taylor Madison with your kick. High kick, fielded at about the 27-yard line. He's got a bit of a line, continues to run. And just like we saw the Bears with their last hitters, the Cougars will start near midfield.
Well, and what we saw from the Cougars on that last drive was the last time they got field position like this, first play was just line up, take a shot, and it was a house call. We've given a lot of credit to the Sevier County offensive line, and rightfully so, because they've been coming out run blocking, blowing guys off the ball, driving guys back, finishing them off. That Campbell County offensive line has been doing an outstanding job in pass protection, keeping their quarterback clean as well.
So that brings up a Claybo's Campground first down for the Cougars. Cougars in a 4-receiver set with a single back to the left of your quarterback.
As far off and inside as the Sevier County safety is playing to our side of the field, you may see them go to the bottom here.
Landon Hensley with your handoff, which that may have just been their first or second handoff to a running back tonight. We've not seen many.
I think that's the first run, the first called run they've had tonight.
Owens may have gotten a yard if he was lucky there. We look back at our replay at the defensive line from the Bears. Good shed block there. Good shed block. Secondary comes up in support, as secondary should do. But your defensive line just simply right there, there was no holes to run into.
Nowhere to go. Muddled up the offensive line, then got off blocks and chased down the ball carrier. That's all you can ask for.
Yep. Hensley back. And he's got a man. And he is going to score. Well, maybe. Nope. Kudos, as I got a bit premature, kudos there to the Bears for staying after that play and not giving up on it.
Sevier County's defensive backs got cooked, but they rallied back to the football and they hustled. Watch this throw. Just on the money.
Yep.
You can't throw that ball any better. That was about 30 yards in the air, 30, 35.
Yep.
Absolutely on the money. Great moves after the catch by the receiver there. But again, let's give some credit to that Campbell County offensive line. You saw both tackles hold up against that pressure.
There's your snap, quick out on the sideline, and well played, sniffed out there by Justin Walker and a few other secondary players, including Mason Ellis.
Hard to throw that into the short side of the field.
Oh, yeah.
Ron.
No space there.
You're hoping you can get a quick seam and try to catch them napping, but it's hard to throw that to the short side.
You got a bunch here to your left.
And how about that Claybo's Campground first down on that long ball, though? That was that was such a beautiful throw. Campbell County's making us work to keep up on our first down calls tonight because they're just rolling along.
You know, Landon Hensley is as good as advertised.
Landon Hensley he's been very impressive so far tonight.
There's your snap, wraps out to his right, finds a receiver, and there is a touchdown.
That's going to be another Sevier County Electric touchdown. Sevier County Electric bringing power to our community. Here we got a replay coming up.
I'm going to tell you, Devin Jones is working towards being our player of the week.
Yeah, he's working hard. Watch Hensley roll out here and just bang.
Yep.
That was into... There's tight windows and then there's balls.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting ready to say. Mason Ellis there actually with pretty good coverage.
There's tight windows and then there's balls you probably shouldn't throw, but you get away with every now and then. I think this was in the latter there. But
and we talked about him being fearless, and he is.
Yeah, Hensley got away with one there. He trusted his arm.
He'll go with other quarterbacks aren't willing to go, and I think your extra point is good there. So your new score with 8:39 left here in the half. The Cougars 20 and your Bears 13. Once again, let's see how Sevier County responds to the Cougars score. Eli Austin with your kickoff. And there's a little squib tip. You know, starting at the midfield's not a bad thing for an offense, and we've seen it 3 times now.
I think you might be seeing the head coaches and the special team coordinators kind of realizing that the defenses are struggling. Neither defense has made a stop. If we can't get the ball back on the stop, maybe we can steal a possession on an onside kick. If they're going to score on us anyway, let's try to steal one and see if we can get it that way.
Sladen Hickman fielded that ball well to set up Sevier County near midfield.
and excellent awareness right there for the Smoky Bears to keep your head on a swivel and be ready for that.
So the ball will be spotted at 46. Ellis back of Bryson Lane to his left, and a 4-receiver set. Low snap, and Ellis does what Ellis does. Just picks it up and makes something out of nothing.
That should have been about a 4-yard loss and a potential turnover, and he turned it into almost a 5-yard gain.
And we talked about how good of a baseball player he is. Let's talk about his fielding ability right here.
Yeah, he was playing a little shortstop on that snap. That was a busted play. I believe that was supposed to be a pass, and he realized, I'm just going to run this and get all I can from it.
Still puts him at 2nd and 6 right here. So they'll go back to their more typical 3-receiver set with a flex there on the end and a back off his left shoulder. Ellis back looking to pass. He's got some space right there. And great move, waiting for a number as he's going up. Justin Walker, who got his first offer last week, Brandon, from Waynesburg College. Coach Loveday said it's not the only offer. The kid loves the sport and is that quiet leader that you're looking for. Here's your replay, Brandon. Let's break it down for him.
You're going to see Sevier County run this hitch route up at the top. There's the hitch. Shakes his man, stays in bounds, cuts back inside, and just gets straight up and down, gets north and south, gets every yard that he can. Great quickness, clean, crisp routes, good feet, aware of where the sideline is. When you're talking about a senior receiver, those are the things you want. That's polish.
We've talked about, and I told you about Will Lester, the defensive player. He is, and then 108 tackles already. He's adding to that stat line in big lumps tonight. There's your out again, and that is sniffed out about as well on a defense as you can get.
If you're Sevier County and you're going to run that quick screen game, especially if you're going to run it to the short side of the field, your receivers have got to make their blocks.
Yep, and there was no block there at all.
Defensive back got across the receiver who was supposed to throw the block. Wound up being a tackle, good tackle in space by Campbell County. And again, that's the key to throwing that. If you're going to throw that, your receivers have got to make their block. You don't have to put a guy on your back. You don't have to do like this offensive line does. You just got to get them out of the way.
And for the first time tonight, we see Sevier County behind the chains. Let's see how they respond. Ellis with a high snap. Gets the ball off, though. He's got a bit of a gap, but it closes quickly.
Great pursuit. Campbell County was bringing pressure off they were bringing pressure off the backside of that of that run, and just nobody gave up, kept running, got the tackle. Maybe he lost a yard. It's close.
Yeah. Jacob Green there with the tackle, and guess who else whose name we've already called a whole bunch tonight? Will Lester.
Now, if it moves, Lester's hitting.
Yep.
So here you go, 3rd and 12. This is a big one.
This
Ron.
is.
We talked about who gets that first stop.
Mason Ellis back. He's got some space. Is there enough there for the... Oh,
Boy,
it's going to be
close.
short. Yep. I think we're going to be about a yard and a half short. If Ellis hits him in stride or just keeps him standing up, he probably has time to turn around and run down the sideline.
If he hits him in stride, it's probably a touchdown.
Yep. Here's your replay.
Ellis steps up, climbs in the pocket, fires. Just a little low and outside. Here we go, though. Got the jumbo in.
Oh, there's your first down. That's going to be a Claybo's Campground first down.
And that's the easiest one Sevier County is going to get all night.
So let's talk about this for their defense for just a moment ago. 3rd and very long.
3rd and 12.
And you're not able to get the stop.
3rd and 12, you get them stopped on 3rd down. You've got an opportunity to make a 4th down stand. And a young quarterback in Mason Ellis, we keep talking about his youth, comes up, does a very veteran move, very savvy move, feeds them a hard
Great
count.
point.
And is able to get them drawn off sides and pick up a free first down without even having to snap the ball.
And Sevier County just continues in its 4-receiver set to spread them out. Oh, no. Whew. Mason Ellis, throw it away. Oh, my goodness. You want to talk about the athletic ability of Mason Ellis and making something out of nothing. That was a big something out of nothing.
Mason Ellis playing a little shortstop right there,
goodness.
trying to turn 2. That's a 9-yard gain on a snap that was 4 yards over his head.
And simply put, Sevier County started the season off with Christian Hoffman, and he's an outstanding young gentleman. Loveday has told me several times how well he's taken this and how he continues to prepare. But simply put, Mason Ellis brings this to the field, and it's just a different element that Hoffman can't do.
That's the third play that should have been dead this
Yep.
drive we've seen that he's turned into positive yards.
Once again, a high snap, though. Oh, no. Boy, I'm not sure if Ellis, boy, he was fighting and wrestling on the ground as hard as he could. Let's see what our call is right here, Brandon.
I think Ellis came out of there with it. I don't know. Looks like they're going to say that Ellis got
looks like they got it back.
Now, here's the issue for Sevier County.
Loss of 4. Colby Cunningham comes in the game for the first time.
You're going to see the replay here, but bad snap, that threw things off,
Yep.
and that led to the bad mesh point. Boy, Ellis was fortunate to fight out and get that thing back.
And what that high snap did is it just goofed the timing up on that play.
Yeah, that's the third or fourth high snap
Yep.
on this drive, too. There's
Much
a better
better
one.
snap. Ellis looking, surveying the field. He does have a man open. Great reception, small window, great throw by Mason Ellis. Malachi Pate saw the ball and made a good reception there as the defender closed.
Malachi Pate reels in another Claybo's Campground first down. And I feel like we keep saying that. Malachi
Yep.
Pate with a first down.
Pate.
Malachi Pate with a first down. Did a really nice job. He worked way across, and now you got this jumbo
package.
in.
Yep. And I believe that's a touchdown. There's your signal. It is a touchdown of Sevier County. Touchdown Sevier County, bringing the power to our community, and we are an extra point away from being tied.
So we're going to get to see the replay here. Watch the big uglies. This offensive line comes in. Watch them line up. You've got all the buffet busters in here and just driving guys. I don't know that Ellis was going to make it, but his running back right there made sure he did. Ellis is probably going to be going, guys, you don't have to hit my back that hard, but he got the score.
And Coach must like something that he sees from Colby Cunningham, the freshman, because Mason just jumped on his back and followed his block all the way in. There's your extra point. It is low, but it is a good kick, and we stand tied at the 4-minute mark of the second half. What a game so far.
Can't ask for any better than this, and we're seeing both teams do what they do.
Yep.
A lot of credit to Sevier County on that drive. We've talked at length about some of the struggles they've had last week, some of the penalties and shortcomings they've made in that game that they lost, some bad snaps, turnovers, struggling in the red zone. Tonight, they had an opportunity right there to run into the same hurdle. You had a bad snap. First bad snap, Ellis fields on the hop, rolls up and completes a 9-yard pass. The next one, Ellis jumps on, fights his way to get that ball back. I still don't know how he got that out of there.
Gallenberg Pittman up on Scott County 14-7. There's your kickoff by Taylor, and that's a good kickoff right there. And you know, after what we've seen off the last several kickups, that took me by surprise.
We've seen some pop flies, we've seen some squib kicks, we've seen some onside. That was just lining up, kicking it through the end zone. That Old Mill kickoff didn't have an issue for a return. They're going to get them backed up there.
Is that right? That game's not tonight. Score to update. Brandon and I just looked at this one just a minute ago. Knox West up on Maryville right now, 7-6.
Boy, that's going to be a dandy.
That is going to be a dandy.
Well, here's Campbell County again, lined up. They've got Sevier County spread out. So far, their offense has done everything they want to do. It's just going to be a matter of which defense can get a stop. And look at how wide Sevier County's defensive line's lined up.
Hensley with the inside slot receiver right there, runs inside route, and Sevier County closed off quick.
Sevier County made an adjustment right there that is really, really worth watching. I want to see if they go back to this. When you see how Sevier County lined up on the defensive line, the defensive ends were out wide, but the tackles were right on their shoulders. There was a lot of space in the middle because they don't respect Campbell County running the ball because they've not. And right before the snap, Sevier County shifted, and that got pressure. I'd be interested to see if they go back to that because that's the best defensive play they've had all night.
And Brandon, if my numbers are correct, I'm seeing a mismatch down here at the bottom. You got 4 wide receivers. I only see 3 defenders. And I just think oh, no, he didn't. What a throw on the back shoulder right there. And that's going to be another Cougars touchdown. You can't throw the ball any better than what Hensley just threw.
Good gracious, Mr. Hensley, have a game. Nothing cute, nothing pretty about this. This is just lining up, running by the defensive back, running through the coverage, a perfectly thrown ball and then just being faster than everybody else to the end zone. And that ball was perfect.
Oh, yeah.
We've said that several times on Hensley, but that ball was absolutely perfect.
That was a dime.
Again, another Sevier County Electric touchdown. Sevier County Electric bringing power to our community. And what a throw.
And Brandon, when I first saw that ball come out of his hands, I thought he overthrew it. He dropped it like in a bucket on his back shoulder where that ball needs to be, where the defender can't defend that.
Couldn't have walked up there and handed it to him any better. His receiver, it looked like it was a wheel route. So Sevier County's defensive backs were reading the same thing you saw pre-snap because Campbell County had. As we get ready for this Old Mill kickoff here, it's going to be important for the Smoky Bears to go down and score again here because you got to keep pace to hold serve.
Oh, yep. Eli Austin back for your kick. And there's your squib kick. This one gets a little bit better coverage. And boy, that was dangerous right there.
Yeah, you got to fall on that.
You got to just drop down to the ground. Hey, one more score of interest in the area from East Tennessee. It is, even here in the Knoxville area, when you say Musket Bowl, you know who the Musket Bowl is. That's Daniel Boone and David Crockett. For a lot of pride, that's a game going back with a lot of tradition. Right now in the first quarter, Daniel Boone, undefeated Daniel Boone in 5A as well. One of these teams very well may see Daniel Boone is up on David Crockett 7-0.
Got another Claybo's Campground first down here as the Smoky Bears start this drive out. They've got 3 minutes and 7 seconds left.
Yep.
And looks like they've got one timeout left, I think. So going to have to manage the clock. The Smoky Bears have been taking a little longer to score.
3 receivers set. Single back, Bryson Lane back. And he's got space.
Oh, boy.
Ellis has got a lot of space. A little surprise right there, Brandon. He didn't cut that to the inside.
If he cut that to the inside, he's probably still running.
Yep. Here's your replay.
Nice play designed by Sevier County up here. They spread you out. They're able to get guys out of the box that way with formation. Ellis did a nice job showing the ball going back like he was going to throw.
Yep.
That caused all the keys to back off, go into coverage,
and let me tell you the key block right there, because I love to call that my grunts. It wasn't a grunt. Bryson Lane right there threw a whale of a block to set that up.
Looks like we had a penalty on there.
First down will be played. It'll be 1st and 2.
1st and 2.
So it's going to be a holding call that was upfield is what it looks like. From where they spotted that must have been near the end of the run, so that's going to drive Coach Loveday a little crazy.
Yeah. Under 3 minutes here. Good lane again. Bryson Lane all the way to the Cougars' 42-yard line.
There's a Claybo's Campground first down with authority. You were talking about Lane. He's throwing those blocks.
Yep.
He's taking care of his quarterback. And then he comes out on this one and just absolutely has an alley to run through. The offensive line gave him a hole. They fed him, rewarded him for making the play, making the block, and he gets a great gain.
Ellis Black, 8 in the box.
Pressure.
Yep. You've got a step. Oh!
Boy, that's not an easy throw.
No. That's not an easy throw. And I honestly thought that was a touchdown.
That was about 40 yards in the air.
Bryson Hendrick laid out as far as Bryson Hendrick could lay out. I tell you, Mason Ellis might want that throw back again.
Pressure rolls to his left, and when he fires that downfield, that should have been caught.
Yeah, a little bit wobbly there, though, Brandon.
A little wobbly, but 40 yards in the air.
Oh,
got there on the receiver's hands.
It's a pretty good ball when it's wobbly and it still goes 40 yards in the air.
And you're rolling to your left and getting
your left. Yep. Again with the high snap.
And again,
Ellis doing what Ellis does, taking it all the way down to the Cougar 38-yard line.
Ellis keeps.
If Sevier County can't get these snaps sorted out here pretty soon, they're going to Mason Ellis is going to be sending this tape to Tony Vitello, showing him how he can field, because right now he's getting a workout.
Oh yeah. Taylor McGaha, we've been to several games this year. We've not seen any high snaps like this, so I'm not sure what Taylor McGaha is doing, but he's going to have to fix that problem. Better snap there. Hand off to Bryson Lane. Bryson Lane working and dragging defenders down, and that may be enough for a Claybo's Campground. Let's see, Brandon, is that enough for a Claybo's Campground first down?
If he didn't get it, he is not much short. First down. That's going to be the Claybo's Campground first down.
And we just see Bryson Lane.
Watch him get north and south and then just drag people. We've talked about these Smoky Bear ball carriers. It's the receivers, it's the running backs, it's Ellis. Everybody on this team runs through contact and falls forward.
Minute 22 left here in the quarter, and time's going to become an issue if they're not careful. Good play right there. Step out and save your time. Once again, a high snap, Brandon.
Ellis is doing a great job of fielding these things, but whenever you're trying to run, when you're trying to run a lot of the read options that Sevier County likes and runs in their offense, and a lot of these quick throws to the outside they like, when your quarterback loses just that second jumping up to catch the ball, that can blow your whole play up. They've got to get that snap sorted.
So the ball spotted at the 29 of the Cougars. Ellis back once again in pistol. Bryson Lane to his left. And a 4-receiver set. Ellis surveys the field looking for a receiver, and Ellis may. Oh! Boy, Brandon, let's talk about that for a second. What can't Ellis do?
There's another Claybo's Campground first down, and you want to talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat on this one.
And kudos to Bryson Hendrick right there for staying with the play and just being aware.
Rolls, and just flips.
Yep. You know, he plays shortstop, but that looked like a second baseman turning that double play flip right there.
He was ready to turn two on that one.
So here we go.
Again,
twins to your left.
Tape for Mr. Vitello right now.
Yeah. Oh,
pressure
here we
coming.
go again. You have to call a timeout here if you're Sevier County. That results in a big loss right there.
That's a big sack, but it could have been much, much, much worse if Ellis wasn't able to catch that snap, because with the pressure that Campbell County was bringing off the right side of the offense that was coming in there.
So there's your snap. Ellis continues, rolls to his left, looking for a receiver, trying to buy time, and just going to be forced out of bounds. That may be a hold right there, Brandon. We'll see. You've got the defender there for the Cougars, number 6, Mason Shanks, who put his hand up and like, is that on me? But let's wait and see what the call is right here. That's exactly what it was. Yep. And you could see it from up from here. Mason Shanks was just in a state of surprise that how could that, and he's still having a conversation with the official. He wants to know, what did I do?
That's a huge penalty. If you're Campbell County, you had Sevier County on their heels, you had them backed up, and here you're going to give them a free 10 yards and bail them out right there.
Yep.
It results in a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay second down.
So instead of 2nd and 21, now you're to 2nd and 11, which is not ideal, but it's much better than 2nd and 21.
Just as a reminder, if you're at home, 39 seconds left in this game. And in our half, thank you. I feel like it's been a game as much scoring as we've had tonight.
Oh, it's been an entertaining night so far.
Ellis waits for the call to come in, but only 39 seconds left here in the half. We're going to have to go to the air. Yards. Yep. Ellis back. Good snap that time. Back in the pocket, looking. And throws it up, and that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he had time. A lot of credit to Campbell County on the back end there for that was a good play in coverage. I'm
going to tell you, I'm not so sure that the Cougars didn't get by with one right there. There's a bit of a late hit right there on Mason Ellis. That easily could have been called. Yeah,
that one was one that it could have been called. It was close enough that I think they maybe were able to get away with it, but that was definitely close.
Yep.
Now here you're Sevier County. You want to hold serve here, and normally you would say, well, even if I don't score, I get the ball to start the second half. But Campbell County could score with 30 seconds and still kick off with another 15.
You want these points for sure, to your point. To his right, looking. Oh, and he had space too, Brandon. Trying to get a number on there. Who was that? Is that number 3 right there? Jude Costner there, the sophomore.
They tried to go up and work that pass to him there, and they rolled Ellis out to his right and gave him that run-pass option. I felt like Ellis probably should have stopped running before he did and set his feet to look a little further. But again, that's a young quarterback with good legs trying to make a play.
It's hard. Surprised here. 37-yard field goal.
And this is not a gimme.
No, by Taylor Madison, the sophomore. And you know what? It's got the distance. It's got the height. Great kick there by the sophomore. Great kick.
That is an excellent kick. Here's the replay of that field goal there.
Campbell County 27, Sevier County 23.
That's not an easy kick, and that was good from another 10 yards.
I'd like to find out if Taylor Madison plays soccer.
That would have been...
Yeah, that would have been a goal.
Yeah, that would have been good from close to 50.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up another Old Mill kickoff, but now Sevier County right here. We've seen a lot of weird things happen in kickoffs in this game.
Yeah.
We've seen some squib kicks, some pop flies, some onside. One went through the end zone. If you're Sevier County with 18 seconds left, the way Campbell County has moved the ball, still having timeouts, you better not give them a short field because they've got enough time to score here.
Well, we've talked about cover 2, cover 3. You may see a cover 5 right here if you're Sevier County.
I think the defense is going to be just don't let anybody run by you.
Exactly right.
Just keep them in front of
18
you.
seconds with the way that Hensley has played tonight is more than enough time. Good kick right there. And pretty good coverage to get him back to the 25.
13 seconds left.
Number 9 right there, Peyton Ferguson, the 5'5", 140 senior.
And Campbell County right now is going to be coming out going, okay, fellas, all we got to do is just keep running our offense.
13 seconds here in the half. Your Cougars are still up 27-23 over the Smoky Bears. And let's see what they do right here.
See what they do with this Claybo's Campground first down, because it looks like they're going to run their offense.
They are. 3 receivers set on the long side of the field. 1 receiver there on the short.
Just about got to be a shot play.
Yep. He runs out to his left, trying to square those hips as we talked about.
Oh, my goodness.
Did he catch that? Oh, okay. Yeah, he was out of bounds right there. I was in a bit of a shock right there.
Made the catch, but out of bounds.
Yeah, let's go back to our replay and take a look at that, Brandon.
Well, Hensley rolls to his left.
Boy,
that's not an easy throw.
Oh, God.
He wasn't out of bounds by much.
Intended for number 9, Ferguson.
And talk about the arm strength right there.
Oh, to make that throw on the run to your left and throw it over the corner. That is now there's going to take a knee and head to the half.
Yep. Well, we are going to have some, my hope is tonight we're going to have some halftime stats. WLAF, that serves as the radio station for Campbell County, is going to share tonight and send us some stats here at the half, but I believe we're going to go to our bands first. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll pay some bills.
Claybo's Campground and Cabins and Claybo's Market and Grill have been family owned and operated since 1978. Claybo's Campground is spacious with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Claybo's Campgrounds and Cabins located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300. The whole goal is to get you as soon as possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for an excellent performance from the Campbell County Cougar Band.
That when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
First is Ashley Aguiar. Ashley is the daughter of Patty and Ariel Aguiar. She has been in the color guard for 2 years. Next is Shelby Arwood. Shelby is the daughter of Jimbo and Marsha Arwood. She's been in majorette and played horn for 3 years and is serving on the band leadership team. Next is JoJo Ashley. JoJo is the daughter of Brian and Christy Ashley. She's been in the band for 4 years playing trumpet and serving on the band leadership team. Next we have Taffy Bryant. Taffy's being escorted by Jeff Marcus. She's been in the band for 3 years playing percussion. Next we have Nolan Burgess. Nolan is the son of Shane Burgess and Amanda Allen. He's been in the band for 2 years serving as the band aide. Lexi Collins. Lexi is the daughter of Michael and Shauna Collins. She's been in the band for 4 years playing trumpet. Next we have Connor French. Connor is the son of BJ and Brooke French. He's been in the band for 4 years playing tuba. Next we have Gabe Gann. Gabe is the son of Eric and Angie Gann. He's been in the band for 4 years playing clarinet and is serving on the band leadership team. Next we have Catherine Gomez. Catherine is the daughter of Patricia and Enrique Gomez. She's been in the band for 4 years playing horn and is serving on the band leadership team. Raimundo Gonzalez. Ray is the son of David and Juliana Gonzalez. He's been in the band for 4 years playing percussion and is serving on the band leadership team. Kayla Green. Kayla has been escorted by Nathan Hickman. She's been in the band for 4 years playing trumpet. Next we have Madeline Griselle. Madeline is the daughter of Sarah Griselle and Micah and Dwight Griselle. She's been in the band for 4 years playing clarinet and serves on the band leadership team. Diego Hayes. Diego is the son of Brent and Lissy Hayes. He's been in the band for 4 years playing trumpet and serves on the band leadership team. Carson Hurst. Carson is the son of Jennifer and Harold Hurst. He's been in the band for 4 years playing trumpet. Hannah Lewis. Hannah is the daughter of Sharon and Rodrigo Hernandez. She's been in the band for 4 years playing flute and in the color guard. Jared Minton. Jared is the son of David and Amy Minton. He's been in the band for 4 years playing trumpet. Next we have Luke Mintz. Luke is the son of the High Reverend Craig and Jessica Mintz. He's been in the band for 4 years playing saxophone and serves on the band leadership team. Joe Morales. He's the son of Larissa Morales. He's been in the band for 4 years playing percussion and serves on the band leadership team. Jocelyn Nave. Jocelyn is the daughter of Dr. Jason and Julie Nave. She's been in the band for 4 years playing clarinet. Nathaniel Palcone. Nathaniel's being escorted by Zarina Falcone. He has been in the band for 4 years playing clarinet. He serves on the band leadership team and is an all-state musician. Jasmine Palmer. Jasmine is the daughter of Esme and Aaron Palmer. She has been in the band for 4 years playing trumpet and serves on the band leadership team. Kyrie Smith. Kyrie is the daughter of Mary Smith and Justin Smith. She's been in the band for 4 years, playing flute and serves on the band leadership team. Andrew Spinoza. Andrew is the son of Christopher and Alex Spinoza. He has been in the band for 4 years, playing trumpet. And Turner Wade. Turner is the son of Rachel Wade. He has been in the band for 4 years playing percussion and serves on the band leadership team. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for your Sevier County High School Band seniors. Thank you, seniors, for your service and commitment to Sevier County High School Marching Band, continuing the excellence. Your salute has been acknowledged and the field is yours.
Important to you to have power restored at
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for your award-winning Smoky Bear Marching Band, the Pride of the Smoky Mountains. The Smoky Bear Band is under the direction of Nathan Hickman and Bree Terry. Staff includes Haley Smith and Jessica Klopik for color guard, Brad Martin and Sean McCune for percussion, and the Sevier County legend Donna Huffaker, majorettes. Band leadership includes Gabe Gann, Elijah Ely, Ray
get ahead on serve.
There's your kick. There's another short one, and this one also fielded well, I believe. You know, one of the stats that we didn't talk about, and it could come back to be a very huge stat. Taylor Madison right there with a good field goal, and it could be a difference. I believe my partner right here is getting some fresh batteries, so he'll be back here with us in just a minute. But this is a first down, a Claybo's Campground first down for Sevier County as Mason Ellis trots out. And once again, for these Bears, starting off in good field position at the 46-yard line of the Cougars. Let's see who makes your best halftime adjustments. As I've talked about already, defensively, Mark Chait has a great deal of trust from Coach Loveday. He trusts him with that defense. So we'll see what kind of halftime adjustments the Bears make here in the half. Ellis back waiting for the snap. And once again, there's a keeper, and he runs just right straight up the middle. And he's got a big hole, and he slides down near the 30-yard line. Once again, we talked about one of the adjustments we're going to have to see in this half is the high snaps out of Taylor Magaha. But good snap right there, and great block to open up the middle of the line by Taylor Magaha.
Snap was on the money, made a fantastic block, and then Mr. Ellis just yanked that thing down and took off. Yep. And we've talked about Sevier County, they like to ride that read option and try to create that seam in the middle of the offense. They were able to get one right there, and Ellis took it for a great Claybo's Campground first down. Ellis going to take the snap, fake the handoff, high throw out to the left side, complete. Going to be caught by Malachi, and down. Malachi Pate made that catch and down to about the 27-yard line, I believe, Ron.
Thank you, Brandon, for picking up. I got a little choked up there for a second. That's some good tea from Buddy's Barbecue. I just tried to drink it a little too quick.
We want to thank our friends at Buddy's Barbecue for taking care of us, for sponsoring the program, and for feeding us.
Oh, they're fine people. And their cookies tonight, oh my goodness,
yeah,
good
we've all enjoyed that. So Buddy's Barbecue, where the locals eat.
Here's your snap to Mason Ellis, and your handoff to, I believe that's Bryson Lane, it is. He drags a couple with him, but not much going. A little tough sledding there as the defensive tackle right there closes off the defensive end. Number 27, Brian Lindsay, closes that off and keeps it to a minimal gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and long, and boy, this is big right here. Actually, a loss of 2 right there.
Yeah, Campbell County was slanting their defense, and they happened to slant into the side that Sevier County was running into. Yep. It was an outside run, and that Campbell County defense is fast. We've talked about that. They're smaller, but they're very quick, and that speed came into it right there. Sevier County lining up pretty heavy right here.
Yep. 2 to your right, Mason Ellis with the handoff. Bryson Lane trying to bounce it out, gets tackled from behind, takes a big shot there by number 19 by Campbell. That's Caleb Muncie right there, who does a good job there to set the edge along with that other defensive lineman for Campbell County.
If he goes to the left of his center that he bounced off of, he's got a huge gain right there. He missed his hole. Not a
4th
run,
and 9.
And they're
right
going
here.
for it.
They are. I guess a 47-yard field goes a little bit out of Taylor Madison's range. So Mason Ellis back. He does have a receiver, but I think he's going to be short.
Absolutely going to be short. And there's the first stop.
Defensive stop of the game.
Defense has gotten all night.
Now, do the Cougars do what the Cougars have done all night long and put the ball up in the air and take advantage of these seams that have been open all night long?
We'll see what Sevier County does, because we've talked and talked. The first team to get a stop may win this thing. Yep. Sevier County has got to answer here. The defense has got to step up and give their offense a chance. A little bit of a strange formation for Campbell County here. We saw them hit a big play out of the look similar to this.
Yeah, this is that 4-receiver set, and we see Sevier County here line up with 3 on the side.
5 wide and 4 down here.
Yep. Oh. Big break there because he was open. He had room. Devin Jones' name, name we've called several times tonight. They're just sitting in the soft spot of that cover 2.
Let's point something out here. Hensley was incomplete there. That's his 3rd incompletion in a half of football. He has 4 touchdowns.
Yep. And that was once again a drop. Every incompletion he's had has been a drop, and that was a drop. So that will bring up 2nd down and 10. And Hensley rolls out to his right. He's got a receiver there, and good open field tackle that's going to bring up 3rd down. Malachi Pate, good job wrapping. No, sorry, Justin Walker there. Good job wrapping up. And, is that enough for a 1st down? I thought that was short.
That's going to be a Claybo's Campground 1st down. It is. Chain gang is moving. I thought Malachi Pate
I did too.
Closed out in time to
keep
make
it
that
to 3rd and short. Yeah. Well, that will be a 1st down.
How about the protection from this Campbell County line?
Yep.
We've talked a lot about how well Sevier County's offensive line has played, how physical they've been. But this Campbell County offensive line has protected Hensley all night. They've done a great job.
Got space out there on the sideline. Pushed out of bounds by reception there by Miller as we look at the replay.
Nothing cute about this, Ron. It was just good protection, good route, but coming up and just running a nice little out route about 2 yards past the sticks.
Bryson Hendrick there with the tackle. And here we go again. And he's off to the races. Let's get a number.
Goodness.
We got a flag.
That may be a celebration.
That may be.
I didn't see what he did. That would have been the celebration, but that's just about all it could have been.
Yep. That came out really, that flag came out really early before he had even crossed the goal line.
If it was before he crossed the goal line, it may wipe out the touchdown.
Let's see what we have here. The way the Bears are lining up right now, I think the touchdown's going to stand.
Touchdown was good. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Campbell County. But again, that's another Sevier County Electric touchdown. Sevier County Electric Company bringing power to our community. But another touchdown pass for Hensley and this Campbell County offense. They scored another one. That's another, about 45-yard touchdown pass?
I'll be honest with you, Brandon. It would not have shocked me at all if the Cougars didn't line up to go for 2 and push us to a 2-possession game. But as it is, with the extra point, it will stay at 11. High snap, kicks up, and your kick is good. That will leave 8:35 here in the 3rd quarter with your new score. Your Cougars 34 and your Smoky Bears 23.
This Old Mill kickoff may be one where we see Campbell County actually try to kick one deep, because if you go short here, you're going to give them a real short field. I'm sure Coach Price is not happy about that penalty.
There's your kick, and to your point, a bit of a squib. Let's make sure we handle it well. And still looking for yardage, and they're going to be spotted at around the 46-yard line of the Cougars.
Sevier County can't ask for any better starting field position. You're starting in positive territory here. I think it may be time for Mason Ellis. Simplify things down. Your success tonight has been off him running the football primarily. Try to get him some alleys open on those read options and see if you can get north and south, get back to doing what you're doing.
You know, I didn't say it last time, but I should have brought it up, and that was the last defensive series that the Bears had. Garrett Hawkins was not on the field. Ellis with the snap. Good snap that time. Looking for room.
Good tackle.
Good open field tackle.
The game is the number 27, Lindsay.
Number 9, Peyton Ferguson, whose name we've called a lot of times.
Came up from his spot.
Yes, sir, did.
Attacked that outside run. Saw one of his men pick up the blocker that was there. Bumped outside, made the tackle, wrapped up, and dropped his man.
Great pursuit right there by Ferguson. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6 from the Cougar 43. Mason Ellis finding room somehow, and then trots out around the 28 of the Cougars.
Does the first man ever get him?
No.
He's so elusive. pulls that run, picks up a Claybo's Campground first down on that run, but he just bobbing, weaving, going all over the field there, and just continuing to pick up yardage. I think if you're Sevier County, that's where your strength is at. That's where your success has come from tonight, is in letting him use his legs as much as he can.
And I believe that may have been the junior Reagan Hatfield who forced him out of bounds finally. But your Bears, with a Claybo's Campground first down, will go back to work from the 29 of the Cougars. Mason Ellis serving the field. Pump fake. He's got a man. I couldn't quite tell whether that was good defense or that was just simply a drop. I believe that was good defense.
I believe it was really good defense. Great job by the Sevier County offensive line to give Ellis protection there. Had a clean pocket, got to step in.
Let's take a look at this replay, Brandon. We'll answer the question definitively.
2nd and 10.
Ellis there with the pump.
Great defense.
Yeah.
Just great
Got that
defense.
hand in last second.
And didn't come early and get flagged for the PI.
Yep. Almost a shotgun eye right there, and Ellis keeps trying to find room. Thought he was down, and still going.
That should have been.
And that's going to be a clear.
That should have been a 3-yard gain, and it's almost a first down.
Matter of fact, well, let's see where the spot is. That's going to bring up 3rd and a short, well, maybe 3rd and about 1.5 yards.
Marked him a little shorter than I thought they would have. But
yeah, that's what I
boy,
thought too.
he's
Not a
hard
great
to bring
spot.
down.
Here's your jumbo package once again. And good run by Bryson Lane, who refuses to go down, takes it all the way down to the Cougars' 2-yard line.
There were some Campbell County Cougars that got about a 10-yard free ride on that one, thanks on that Claybo's Campground first down.
We'll go back to and watch our instant replay down here as the ball spotted at the 1-yard line. And boom, hop on, and boys, I'm going to take you to the promised land. I talked about Hawkins just a minute ago, setting the edge there and helping that gap for him back in the game. Here's your jumbo back again and plunge into the end zone.
That's going to be another Sevier County Electric. Yep. Sevier County Electric bringing power to our community. Touchdown for the Smoky Bears.
Bryson Lane right there into the end zone to bring this a little bit closer as we stand back at a 5-point game awaiting the extra point. So your new score, your Cougars 34 and your Smoky Bears, Sevier County Smoky Bears 29, 6 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the third.
If you're Sevier
and they're
County,
going for 2, Brandon.
I like this. I like this call.
And they're going to get it too.
And that's why I like that call.
Yep.
Whenever Sevier County has gotten into that jumbo look tonight, it has worked every time. Whether it's a sneak, whether it's the down inside the 10-yard line, you need to get tough yardage. That short yardage package has worked every time they've run it tonight. I love the call of trying to bring it back to a field goal game down there.
Yep.
Seen them squib kick. We've seen them on.
Pin their ears back and get after them. And we're going to have a return here, Brandon, but he gives him not much of the sideline, but there is a bit of a seam, and he's still going. Finally forced out around the 40-yard line.
He didn't step out till almost the 41-yard. I thought he was out of bounds.
I did too.
At about the 25, and he tightrope the sideline for another 15 yards.
And that's a 6-foot-tall sophomore there, Gavin Owens, on that return. That will once again give a very dangerous Campbell County Cougar team good field position.
Ron, you've had to run against all kinds of defenses over the years.
Yep.
If you're Sevier County, what are you dialing up here? What adjustment are you trying to make?
You know, I think you've got to drop at least one additional person back in coverage. You maybe go a cover 3, and I don't know. I mean, they're in a bad spot right now because athletically, one-on-one, they're just not winning those battles against the wide receivers. Hensley to his left has a man on the sideline. I don't believe that's any good. Nope, they'll call it incomplete there.
If you're looking for Hensley right here, again, rolls to his left. Even though it's out of bounds, ball's on target. Gets to his man. His man's got it, and it's either going to be his man catching it or it's going to be incomplete.
And what we see, simply put, they're a big defensive line. Hensley simply just continues to roll away from the pressure.
And he feels the pocket really well. Yep. He's got great pocket presence.
And throws on the run so very well.
Just throws, you just stop throws so very well. Yep. He's one of the most accurate high school quarterbacks, especially on deep balls I've seen in a long time.
And it doesn't matter, Brandon, if he runs to his right or his left, he's accurate from both sides. There's your snap. Hensley looking. Wow, not bad coverage there, but still a pickup enough for a Cabough's Campground first down. Number 8, Devin Jones there on the reception.
Nothing cute about that. Just a slam post over the middle. Protection was there, stepped into it, made a great throw, picks up the first down.
So that will spot the ball at the 45-yard line of the Bears.
Here's that 4 receiver look again that they've had so much success out of at the top. So they've got 4 guys on one side of the line and 1 guy in tight down here at the numbers.
And I don't understand this, Brandon. I mean, we're just not seeing the adjustment number-wise from the pressure that time. Oh, my goodness gracious.
It's like he was catching a punt. That pass by Hensley is going to be good for another Cabough's Campground first down.
And, you know, Stephen Kane's walking back to the huddle right now going, what do I have to do to get him down?
And a big hit on Hensley as he let it go. That's part of the reason it probably wasn't a touchdown, because his man was open. Let's see what our
replay is. Let's see what the flag is first.
Pass interference on Sevier County.
That's going to be waved off, of course. And that'll be a first down for Campbell County. The ball spotted at the 11-yard line of the Bears.
Goodness gracious. How good is this offense?
This offense is very good. You know, it's never been a question when you look at the scores this year from this Campbell County team, whether or not they can put up points. It's whether or not the defense can answer the bell sufficiently to stop the opponent. And
what a throw!
Yep.
What a throw for that Sevier County Electric touchdown.
I don't know, Brandon, if we got a replay on that or not, but I'd love to see the replay on that.
We talk about quarterbacks throwing into tight windows.
Yep.
That was, you talk about tight windows, that's a porthole. That's on the side of a ship. He just drilled that in there.
He threw away from the defender on the backside shoulder pad of number 6 there, Mason Shanks, and just nothing the defender could do.
Yeah, no defense for a perfectly thrown ball.
Oak Ridge and these Campbell County Cougars.
Well, that's going to be a dandy too, especially with that Oak Ridge running attack.
Another good return, good field position for the Bears. But back to my earlier point, you know, whether Campbell County finishes up as a 2 or a 3, they're going to be a team you don't want to see.
Nobody
in the first round.
Nobody wants to see this team. Nobody wants to see this offense. Nobody wants any part of them.
Yep. So that's going to be a Cabough's Campground first down marked at the Bears 41-yard line. And once again, Brandon, same song, different verse. The Bears have got to answer the bell here.
You got to keep answering. You got to keep pace.
Ellis with a snap, handoff into the interior line, and not much there. For the first time tonight, big answer there by that defensive line.
Defensive tackle on that side got across the face of his guard, shot his gap, and met the running back right at the line of scrimmage, wrapped him up and brought him down.
Storm Webb there. Shed that block, yes sir.
Just excellent defensive line play.
Yeah. Good sized kid there, Storm Webb. We've not called his name tonight, but 6 foot tall, Brandon, 336 pounds. Mason Ellis airs it out. He's got a step right there, and last second, I believe Devin Jones gets that hand up once again and knocks that ball away.
Man, Campbell County, for the struggles they've had on defense, that's the second fantastic coverage play we've seen them make. Because if he does anything besides exactly what he did, that's a Sevier County bomb touchdown.
And you know that's going to bring up 3rd down and long, and you're starting to feel a little bit of momentum shift.
And I think you're going to see Campbell County send the house here.
Yep.
They're showing pressure. Here they come.
Mason Ellis back. Oh, and just out of the reach of the receiver, their number 10, Akers. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 10, and we're going to see our first punt of the night at the 4:48 mark in the 3rd. Yes, sir, Brandon.
4:48 in the third quarter, first punt of the night.
Yep.
Ellis had his man there, but it looked like that pass rush, they didn't sack him and they didn't move him, but I think one of the defensive ends going by got a hand on his shoulder, and sometimes just feeling that is enough to cause you to double clutch and miss something.
In punt formation.
Grub back to punt. Oh my goodness. Better get it off. Throws it up on a prayer. And
Did he catch that?
he may have caught that. Now here's the kicker. So here's the kicker, Brandon. He's going to be short of, if he did catch it, he's still going to be short of the first down.
That snap was way over the punter's head. Now, see, I thought he was down on his knee trying to scoop up the ball back at about the 15-yard line.
And if you're Sevier County, you're just a half a yard short of a first down right there off that miracle play.
And this place would have gone crazy if he had picked up the first down.
Interception.
Oh,
Intercepted.
they called the pick right there.
Less than the 50-yard line will be first and
I thought it was completed.
Going to start right at midfield with this Claybo's Campground first down. And if you're Campbell County, watch for the end zone again. Sevier County showing a little bit of pressure. They backed off right there, but I wonder if you're going to see them try to turn the heat up a little bit.
Hensley back with the receiver off to his right. Fakes the handoff, but actually another fake the handoff, gives the ball to number 43. That's the longest rush of the night for Campbell County.
Yeah, about 3 yards right there. Brings their total to 4 for the evening.
Will Lester there with 3 yards, and that's going to mark the ball at the 47-yard line of the Bears.
Here we
Think
go.
they'll pass here?
Here we go. That four receiver set again down to the wide side of the field.
And Sevier County simply has not had an answer for that tonight.
Every time Campbell County has lined up in this, they've hit a big play off of it. I don't know if it's the personnel grouping that's giving them trouble. It looks like they keep getting numbers down here because there's only 3 Sevier County defensive backs.
So I think what we're beginning to see right here is Sevier County's wanting to take some time off the clock.
Well,
that's going to be enough for a Claybo's Campground. First down.
Hensley just took that snap and took off.
Yeah, we talked about his running ability. Just follows his blockers all the way down to the 39-yard line of the Bears.
And an easy 9-yard run. He was 8 yards upfield before anybody got a hand on him.
Yep. Hensley back with the pass.
Good blocks.
In open space. Finally forced out of bounds.
Anytime you see that throw work for more than 5 or 6 yards, the receivers on that side throw great blocks. This time you had one inside and outside make 2 outstanding blocks.
You know, here's the thing, Brandon. Not only do they, their running backs, or their wide receivers, not only do they just create space, they're so fast, but as to your point, they block well too.
They're blocking their tails off. If you want to make that quick pass game work, you've got to have guys that'll do that. Oh, goodness.
Yep. Oh, ball. Fumble there. I'm thinking right now, because I'm not seeing him jumping up by the Bears, that the Cougars held on there. But that was definitely on. Let's go back to our replay.
It's going to be a Campbell County Claybo's Campground first down.
Shanks there, I believe. No, that's not Shanks. That's Ethan Miller.
How in the world did he get that ball back?
Yeah.
There were 2 Smoky Bears right there. One looked like he was almost on top of it. I don't know how they didn't get that ball back.
Ball marked at 27. Hensley back and looking for
and Ron Hensley took a lick on that throw. Sevier County brought pressure and he threw the screen into it.
Here's that 4 receiver set again. Pressure from the edge.
Screen into it again.
Devin Jones. Trying to think of the wrestling move right there, but basically that helmet went down before anything else did for Devin Jones to bring up second down and 8.
And if you're Sevier County, you saw that same 4 receiver look. You were effective against it. You slowed them down right there, and you did it with pressure, even into a screen. Maybe the Smoky Bears are onto something right there.
Bulldog was a wrestling move that I was thinking about. He was bulldog down on the field.
What do you think? What do you think's hotter, Ron? Those batons that are on fire. Or this Campbell County offense.
Campbell County offense right now.
Good block.
In space to the outside. Can he? Nope. Gets it all the way down to the. I'd say probably around the 20-yard line of the Bears.
I keep talking about how well these receivers are blocking, but when you throw those passes, your receivers have got to be not just willing blockers, but effective blockers, and they consistently do that. They're taking care of each other. Now, we've seen them throw that quick pass into the short side here, and they got 3 down to that side again.
Inside handoff, looking for space. Good job there by the Bears to keep him to a 1-yard gain.
I believe they've got him short.
Lester there on the carry. I believe he's short, too. I believe he may be a good 1.5 yards, 2 yards short. So what do you do here? Well, I know there's no question what you do here at Campbell County. You keep your keep your foot on the throttle.
You 100% go for this. I don't take a moment to think about this, and it doesn't look like Coach Price did either.
Don't be surprised if Hensley doesn't get the snap and take off running right up the middle.
Trying to spread Sevier County out.
Yep.
Looks like they've got 6 guys still in the box, though, and that's going to be an advantage for them. So numbers would dictate Hensley probably throws.
Looking. Intercepted?
Yes.
No, it doesn't matter, though. It's going to be, and actually that works to their advantage because that would have been a loss of yards right there. Go back to our replay.
It'll be 1st and 10, Sevier County.
And here's one.
Sailed on him.
It did. That's for the first time tonight we've actually seen Landon Hensley not throw a good ball.
That one sailed on him, got a little bit high and outside. So apparently he is mortal after all.
Yep.
And we're talking about him getting it high and outside, and his receiver still got a hand on it. So it's not like it was that far off. But
so on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is this drive for Sevier County?
About a 14.
Yep.
You finally got to stop. Now you got to do something with it. That was like
looking for space on the draw. And he maybe gets 3 yards.
Looked like they thought that was going to be a read option, at least Ellis did, and nobody came up to take the fake or the ball. He just had to take it and run.
30 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Cougars up 41-31 over the Sevier County Smoky Bears. I believe right there, number 21, Jude Costner, may be running in the play. But regardless, Mason Ellis waiting here, back in the pistol. The receiver on both his right and left. Single receivers on the right and left as well. With the slot in there, Jude Costner on slot. Some space there, more space there, and he's going to have a first down and quite a bit more as he's dragged down all the way to the 35-yard line of the Bears.
That's a Claybo's Campground first down. Just a hustle play to get outside and then continue to try to make guys miss in space. Going to be a big first down.
Look back at his replay. Yep.
Right
Malachi
tackle,
Pate, whose name we called all night long.
Right tackle initially missed his block. Looks like his back missed a block out there.
Go back to the action on the field. Ellis with the snap, inside handoff. I believe that's Bryson Lane. And big hole developed as the, boy, he takes a lick at the end too. But takes it all the way down to the Cougars' 47-yard line, a gain of about 20 yards. That bring up a Claybo's Campground first down.
And there's another one of those big interior seams that we've talked about. The Sevier County offensive line, look at that. Great seam right up the middle. Just running back puts his head down, accelerates, gets everything he can. Here we go again.
And you know, Sevier County may be on something running this tempo right now to prevent them from getting settled down.
Well, if you're Sevier County, you've been hammering on this Campbell County defense all night. You know they're a bit smaller, and you know you've worn them down with how much they've been on the field. Now it's time to try to take advantage of that and see if you can maybe get a cheap one.
How to bring up 2nd down and 8. Other scores of interest in the area as we're waiting for the snap here from Sevier County. Pigeon Forge is starting to distance themselves from Happy Valley to 34 to 13. South Green up on Seymour 13-7. There's your inside handoff once again. No, I'm sorry, keeper there by Ellis as he's trying to make some space. Maybe picked up a yard or two. That's going to bring up 3rd down and probably about 6 or 7.
Ellis is going to wish that he had put his foot in the ground and gone inside that man that tried to tackle him. He had a seam and a big game there, but kept bouncing outside. That's one more thing you talk about with young ball carriers a lot, is sometimes stop trying to bounce it and get the big play. Sometimes you need to put your foot in the ground and get the 5 or 6 yards that are there instead of the home run.
Ellis with the keeper. Oh, that closed up a lot quicker than what I thought it was. He continues to move, though. It's going to be enough for Claybo's Campground as the pile continues to move. Woo! Boy, there's no give up in these Bears, is there?
There is no give up in these Smoky Bears, and this offensive line just kept driving guys.
Yep.
That's an attitude play right there.
We go back to the replay, Brandon. We see Ellis just following his blockers. Oh, lots of great blocks on that. Not just one, but lots of great blocks. We'll call out Josh Haynes there, the junior, as well, for setting that block. But that wasn't a total offensive line.
Total offensive line, and then they made sure he got across the mark for the first down, shoving him forward.
Here's your snap. Mason Ellis once again sweeping to the edge. He's got a bit of a space on the sideline. We said a flag come out, and that's typically in the area of holding.
And that's a penalty that Smoky Bears just can't afford right now. That's going to make things about 2nd and 20. Yep, holding on Sevier County.
Other scores of interest right now in the area. Alcoa beating an undefeated Tyner Academy 35-6. I'm a little bit surprised about that, but Alcoa is Alcoa.
I'm not surprised Alcoa's ahead in that thing. I am surprised maybe it's as much as it is.
As it is, yeah. Anderson County up on Bearden 28-14.
How good is that Anderson County team?
They're a very good team. The Martinez kid is an excellent ball player. Cleveland up on Giles County 17-3. Knox Central 21. Knox Hall. That's a good game tonight too. 21-16. GP leaving Scott County behind 37-7 as that game has, I'm sure, gone to the third quarter. So Brandon, that's going to bring up first down, and where are we at?
20.
First down in about 20-21.
Got a screen pass. This might be the time.
Yep. Ellis is looking, surveying the field. Right between his hands. Good defensive play there.
You know, this Campbell County secondary has played so well tonight. They have made big play after big play, been in great position and coverage.
And the freshman there, Bryson Hendrick, just did a remarkable job of body control. He almost came down with that ball.
Now, the flip side of that is these Sevier County receivers, all these 50-50 balls have gone Campbell County's way. These receivers have got to help Ellis out because that's a catchable ball.
Yep.
They've got to start making some plays and winning those matchups.
Handoff inside, looking for space. Space is there, a lot of space as it opens up. Bryson Lane all the way down to the 12-yard line of the Cougars. And a flag coming in.
I think that's going to be a late hit.
I believe it is too. It's going to make this 1st and goal, Brandon, from about the 5-yard line, I believe.
Should be another. Well, definitely enough for Claybo's Campground first down, but we'll see what the call is. It looked like it was probably going to be a late hit, but we'll see.
Let's see here. Bryson Lane following his blockers. And we'll just see. Oh, yes. Absolutely. That's a good call right there. You can't let him get by with that one.
Called that personal foul. And this is huge for Sevier County. You've got it down here inside the 5. You need to punch this in and then lean on your defense. Say, all right, guys, you got one. We need you to get another one. We're about a yard away from that jumbo package,
We are. That's what I'm surprised I don't see it right now. Bryson Lane following his blocks to the inside, but not much doing right there. Ball marked right at the 5-yard line. That's probably a gain of 1 yard.
Let's see if we get that jumbo in, because if I was Sevier County, that's been so effective all night. Here we go. Every time they've run it.
Yep. I just don't know defensively up front. You do have a pretty you do have a little bit of size in there, so the Cougars have responded, but they've not had an answer for this. I'm sorry, they come out of it's almost jumbo left right here on this one side stack. Bryson Lane is going to be stacked up once again, and
how about Campbell County bowing their neck right here when they've got now? Here come the big fellas.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do this 2 plays ago, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm really surprised too. But there come the big numbers and the big fellas right there.
Well, let's be real honest. This is probably 2-down territory. Although you could kick the field goal and make it a one-possession game.
You could justify kicking the field goal here, but I think it'll probably be 2 plays.
Oh, close. I think now becomes 2 plays for sure, because that ball's going to be marked right at the 1-yard line.
This is
yes, it is.
To me, this is Ellis and sneak time.
Yep. I'm looking to see if Kobe Cunningham comes in and may already be in.
Ellis is probably telling his guys, don't hit me as hard as you did last time we did this.
Oh, I don't know. That's a big stack, and I'm not sure they got it.
He's
an initial indication
is
that it's short. They're unstacking right now, but I have seen no. We're waiting. There's your touchdown, boy! I hope we got replay on that. I'd love to see the replay on that one.
How about that Sevier County Electric touchdown? Sevier County Electric bringing power to our community, and Mason Ellis bringing power and life to this Smoky Bear crowd.
There it is. And boys, I'm telling you, Garrett Hawkins stuck his club in his back and pushed him as hard as he could.
I don't know how Ellis got in there.
I don't know either.
From here, and we're not right down the line. It certainly looked like he was short, but if Ellis was able to get in, it was about 4th or 5th effort that he got in there, and a big assist to Mr. Hawkins. So
that's a Sevier County Electric System touchdown right there. Sevier County Electric bringing the power to your community, and you know. So we're setting up right now for our Old Mills kickoff. Boy, Old Mills, that's some good food, isn't it?
Oh man, I've had a chance to go up there a few times.
Oh, yeah.
My family's been up this way for since I was a kid, and the Old Mills is a place that we've always enjoyed getting to stop.
That's a dangerous place for me, Brandon. Whenever I walk out of there, I'm too full. Big kick there, good kick. Let's see what kind of return we get set up here. And that ball's going to be down to about the 31-yard line of the Cougars. 7 minutes, 54 seconds left here in the half. Good game tonight, a field goal game right now as we stand under 8 minutes.
Oh, this has been a fantastic game. We've got to see 2 totally different styles. We've seen 2 totally different philosophies. We've seen both of them work extremely well. We've seen a little bit of the chess game of the adjustments.
It's a ball marked at the left hash.
I'm going to say it again.
Here's that 4 receiver set. Yep, it sure is.
But they've got numbers too.
Brandon, we don't see any type of change defensively. They stay in that 3 receiver, that 3 defender kind of set back there. But you know a receiver's going to be open. Hensley tries to climb the ladder and just takes the ball and gets what he can. Good pressure there by the Bears.
And that's the difference. The pressure was there by the Bears. They moved Hensley off his spot. The pressure got there. They didn't sack him, but the pressure made him move. Now, Hensley climbed in the pocket, was able to get it back to a no gain, but great job by Sevier County there to get some heat on him finally.
Still our 4 receiver set with a lone receiver down here, guarded by number 3 Malachi Pate on the short side of the field.
Wouldn't be surprised to see that quick throw up to the top here.
That, or I wouldn't be surprised to see Devin Jones run that inside slot.
You may fake that screen and then look for the big one.
Yeah.
Blitz coming.
Between 3 men, Hensley completes that pass.
Remember what we said earlier about sometimes you make throws you should, and sometimes you get away with ones you shouldn't?
Yep.
That is
well, I've said it once. He doesn't need much of a window. And he just drops it right there in between his numbers, Brandon.
It's into triple coverage, and normally your coach is screaming about that, but it was a perfect throw.
If I'm Coach Loveday, I'm going, that's not fair. You just can't do that.
What do you do? What do you do against a guy who's that accurate and has receivers like this that can make those kind of plays?
And don't give you – now, they've been a few drops tonight, but not many. And that's not an easy thing in that crowd. Hensley Black, once again, airing the ball out, and he's got a man, and he dropped it. Devin Jones had about 1.5 yards.
Has Hensley had an incomplete pass tonight that didn't hit a receiver?
Well, yes, he had that one high one that you and I remember just a moment ago. Justin Walker there on the coverage, but there was space there for the receiver.
That wasn't on Hensley. That was another touchdown.
Oh, yeah. So here we are at 6 minutes and 16 seconds. Cougars 41, the Smoky Bears 38. Hensley back once again, a 2nd and 10. Waiting for the play to be called in.
If you're Sevier County, you've had some success bringing that pressure.
Yep.
If you can get Hensley off his spot, you've got to feel like you've got a chance to maybe mitigate that deep ball.
You know, one thing, Brandon, bring it to your attention. We've not called Garrett Hawkins' name tonight. Maybe once or twice on the offense, but not much defensively. Hensley with time. And Hensley with a receiver, and that's going to be a touchdown.
My goodness. Another Sevier County Electric Company touchdown. Sevier County Electric Company bringing power to our community.
Number 6 right there with the touchdown reception. Once again, Mason Shank's name gets called.
And Hensley just steps up, fires on that backside post, and then poor effort tackling right there by the Smoky Bears.
I'm not sure. You got to break down your right and at least go to try to trip him up before he gets into the end zone.
Poor effort tackling should have been a first down, but the bad tackling effort means it wound up being a touchdown.
There's your kick. It looks good from here. Waiting for the signal. It is in fact good. So your new score with 6:06 remaining is your Cougars 48 and your Sevier County Smoky Bears 38. Lane back deep is the one I was trying to think of, and here's your kick. And once again, Sevier County's going to get good position. Stephen Kane there will take it back to, it looks about at the 40-yard line, 35-yard line, sorry, of the Cougars. So once again, becomes a question, can Sevier County answer the bell and stay in this game? Time is starting to slip away.
You're Sevier County, you got 6 minutes left. You've still got time to keep running your offense and do what you've had success with.
Yep.
But then your defense has got to get a stop, and then you're going to have to try to throw the ball to get in field goal range.
Both teams with all 3 of their timeouts. Ellis brings his troops to the line in the pistol with a running back to his left. Running back receives the ball. That's Bryson Lane. Keeps his balance somehow and picks up probably 2 to 3 on that carry.
Lane did a nice job working out there, cutting inside his blocker.
We do have a flag down on the play. Let's see what this call is. Maybe holding, Brandon?
It's in that area. Personal foul, face mask.
Foul. Brandon, that's going to move the ball near midfield.
That's going to be a Claybo's Campground first down, too. And that's a free 15 yards that the Smoky Bears didn't have to earn. And it stops the clock.
So 5:53 left here in the 4th quarter.
So a 4-yard gain turns into nearly 20.
Yes. So Ellis back in that, what I like to call shotgun eye. Gets the snap, hands off to Bryson Lane. Bryson Lane looking for room, keeps the legs churning, takes the ball all the way down to the Cougar 38-yard line.
Man, he runs hard. He runs so hard, Ron.
Yes.
Puts his head down, keeps the legs churning, and again, attacks right into the middle of that line. They pull guys from the backside across to create the alley. Look familiar?
Yep, look familiar. We just saw that play ran before, and once again, the Cougars don't have much of an answer for it as Ellis keeps the ball and runs it all the way down to the 15-yard line of the Cougars.
Very same play as last time, just ran it to the right instead of the left. Just came up, flipped the side, ran it again. And if I'm Sevier County, I may do it again here.
And that's exactly what you're seeing, looking for your blocks. And he's got a lane, steps out of bounds at about the Cougar 10-yard line.
Nice run by Ellis on that Claybo's Campground first down. Picks up about 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3 from the 10. That's exactly where the Smoky Bears want to be with 4:59 left to play.
So let's see how long it is before that jumbo package makes its appearance again for the Bears. Ellis waiting from the call.
I'll be honest with you, Ron. If I was Sevier County, I'd already be in it.
Ellis receives a snap, keeps the ball. Not much cooking right there, and maybe a gain of a yard, a half a yard. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 along 3.
Big 3rd down here.
Yep.
And if you're Sevier County, you'd love to not have to make a decision on what to do.
Yep. Ellis with the keeper, looking for space, trying to stretch it out, and it ain't going to happen. He
looks like
gets down to about the 8. So in for the Bears comes Hawkins and Connor Mason, the tight end senior. This is going to bring up, here's your jumbo package, Brandon.
Yep,
and
here's that earth mover set.
It ain't going to matter because Mason Hellis with the hard count pulls them off sides, and that's going to give them an automatic Claybo's Campground first down.
Such a veteran move by a young quarterback to come out and use his cadence to pick up a first down.
That's the second time he's done that in this game, Brandon. He's getting good at it.
And both on 4th down.
Yep.
Both on 4th and 1. He's picked up a first down without needing to snap the ball. That's a very, very savvy move by a young quarterback, and that earth mover package is still in here.
That's going to bring first down from the first and goal from the 3, and I believe Bryson may be nope, he's not short. That's a touchdown by the Bears. And once again, pending the extra kick, we're going to have a field goal game with 3 minutes and 41 seconds left in this game. Let's go ahead and take a look at that replay.
Nothing special here, just line up, hat on a hat.
Keep going.
Our guys are bigger than yours.
Garrett Hawkins out there with the club on his hand, setting that block once again.
Mr. Hawkins with the club comes out there, makes the lead block that springs his man.
Important extra point right here, and it's good. Once again, same song, different verse. We're at a field goal game, despite what the scoreboard currently says, and you're looking for Sevier County to come up with one stop tonight.
The Sevier County Electric Company touchdown there. Sevier County Electric Company bringing power to our community. And, man, the Smoky Bears are bringing some power here along with these Campbell County Cougars. As much as these scoreboards are going up, Sevier County Electric Company is going to be noticing a little bit of difference in demand out here. We got this Old Mill kickoff coming. What do you do if you're Sevier County? I like the idea of kick and beat that we've seen them do.
Well, now one thing that I would be telling my kids right now: stand these receivers up and see if you can't punch a ball out.
I like the idea of maybe trying an onside kick here and seeing if you're going, well, our defense can't stop them. Maybe we can just get the ball back without having to give it to them.
Is up on Sunbright 22-6. And wait a minute. Nope, I believe indications are that the Cougars recovered right at their 49-yard line.
Yep, they went for that. They went for the onside kick on the squib, and it looks like Campbell County got it.
One more score to tell you, Brandon, and 5 minutes and 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knox West is beating Maryville 31-18.
I've had a chance to see both of those teams, and I'm not trying to talk down to Maryville at all, but if this is not West year, it's never going to be.
Yep. And by the way, let me just bring something up. Should they not come back with 5 minutes, which is a big ask, this would be Maryville's third loss on the season. How many times have you seen Maryville have 3 losses in a season?
Very few.
Yep. I don't know how he picked that up off the ground, but he somehow picked that ball up and picked up about 5 yards along the way.
Yeah, but
3 minutes, 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Coach Price is going to be upset about that one, though, because he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock.
Yep. So, I'll tell you, a lot of teams right now would be running the football to try to drain the clock out. I do not see this Cougar team doing that.
They'd rather have the points than the time.
Yep.
Their attitude right now is if we score again, it's a 10-point game, and you can't beat us down 10.
Well, and we when you look at the, for example, Tennessee's offense right now, they can't go slow when they try. It may be something very similar with Campbell County right now.
There's Hensley.
Well, talking about the run, they actually get a run. This is going to bring up a huge third down. Although on their side, the Cougars very well may still go for it. That's going to spot the ball at about the 45-yard line of the Bears.
If I'm Campbell County, I am looking for a quick throw. I'm trusting Hensley. If I'm Sevier County, I'm sending everything but the kitchen sink, and I'm pressing across the field.
Yep. No big surprise here. There's that 4-receiver set that Sevier County has not had an answer for all night long.
15 seconds on the play clock.
And it continues to tick down to 10 now.
Under 3 minutes.
Boy, you almost feel like they're going to call a timeout right here.
I believe they are.
Yep. You don't want to give up that yardage. Nope. So there's your first time out that either team has taken here in the second half. 2 minutes, 41 seconds left. Your Cougars 48 and the Smoky Bears 45. Once again, your 4 receiver set down here.
And if that ball's on target, they've got the blockers to pick up the 4 if they want it.
Will Lester on the outside. And let's see what the call is right here. It is a reception, so that conversation we just had is for naught because it's not going to matter.
Nope, that's a Claybo's Campground first down, and that means it doesn't matter. Coach is not going to mind going out of bounds quite as bad on that one because you picked up the first. 2:36 left to play.
The clock definitely becomes a factor here. Hensley back, waiting for the snap. Pauses and looks up and waits for the call from the sideline. You know, one of the things I believe that still happens with this Campbell County team, Justin, is I think Coach Price typically is up in the, I've heard he's up in the stands or he's in the box somewhere around here calling his plays. He likes to stand back. And
well, that run went nowhere in a hurry.
Stop. You know, when I believe what happened was when their son Jack got sick right in the midst of COVID, he went up into the tower and started calling plays.
You can take a look at that defensive end, came off his side, crashed down and closed it out.
But out of concern for his son who's battling leukemia, he went up in the tower because of COVID. And I think that he likes being up the tower and he's never come out.
He may not. He may want to keep calling his offense from up there. Inside 2 minutes now. If you're Sevier County, you got to get 2 stops and burn those timeouts, and then you're going to have to get into field goal range in a hurry.
So second down and 12 here from the Cougar 41. Ellis with a snap, surveys the field. And that's going to be intercepted, and there is the stop that Sevier County has been looking for all night long. That is Justin Walker right there. And let's take a look at that on the playback. Brandon, he looked like a center fielder right there, just looking for the pop fly.
And Hensley's got his man again.
Yep, he does. Leads him too far.
And we say a little too far. We say too far. It was inches too far. Great play by the defensive back for Sevier County. Fielded that like a center fielder, like you said, and then got on his horse and got up, got it out to the 26-yard line. Now you're Sevier County. A minute 32. You've got all three timeouts, and you need a field goal to tie.
Brandon, I don't like that call by the Cougars. I think it's a little bit greedy and it's not necessary. And ball, but fortunately for Ellis, the ball squirts out of bounds. That is going to bring up second and long from about the 15-yard line of the Bears.
That could have been absolute disaster.
And the ball's out of bounds and the clock is still ticking.
I don't know why the clock's still running with that ball going out, and I don't know if Sevier County knows that. Well, that was a break for Campbell County. And
that's a big break.
Sevier County, you know, you had the sack, you had the fumble, it rolled out of bounds, but you still have the ball and a chance.
And if you're Sevier County, by the way, you also have all 3 timeouts. Ellis back looking. Brandon, pause with me for just a second. Is it my imagination or is Christian Hoffman in this game right now?
I believe it is.
Yes, it is.
I think Sevier County realizes they've absolutely got to throw right here.
Yep. Maybe you look for something short and hope somebody breaks something right here. Hoffman back, looking. Great reception right there. There'll be a timeout as they move the first down marker. Once again, 2 seconds taken off that clock. But that's going to be about 1.5 yards short right there.
And I really don't know why you're not seeing Sevier County call a timeout.
Oh, there's your timeout.
They lost about 9 seconds waiting to call the timeout.
And they've picked this up all night long.
They do it again.
And they have plenty of room right there. Bryson Lane there all the way down to the Cougars' 43-yard line.
Looks like we got a Campbell County player that's slow to get up.
The clock is moving.
Wasn't anything cute about that. Just turn, hand it off, and roll. 31, 30 seconds at the snap.
Christian Hoffman is going to get sacked.
No, he
Gets
got
rid
it
of the
out.
ball. Let's make sure that this is not in grounding right here. It doesn't look, I don't see the flag. Maybe he was outside of the tackles, and that call was not made.
There it is. It's late.
Yep.
Additional grounding.
Well, that's going to bring up second and very long with 24 seconds left.
If you're Sevier County, you've got to start looking at your play call options, knowing that, knowing Campbell County's bringing the pressure, knowing that it's coming down. You've got to tell your quarterback, and you've got to design plays to get the ball out quick. You want to try to get a quick throw and see if you can maybe get a catch and run after that.
You do have 2 timeouts if you're Sevier County.
You've got 2 timeouts.
They won't carry over to next week, by the way.
Exactly, and you've got the whole playbook right here. Get part of it if you can. Maybe you get somebody to miss a tackle and get a big one.
Yep. Hoffman back, waiting for the snap. 3 receiver set to your right. Hoffman looking.
Got it off.
Puts the ball up, and he may have him. Oh,
goodness gracious.
Brandon, I want to tell you, Malachi Pate may still be walking, or he may still be running into the end zone right now. He's probably still going.
If that was on target, this place would have lost its mind.
Yep.
3rd down.
3rd down.
And that was
close to 30 here with 17 seconds left.
That was a great job by Hoffman, because he had a defensive tackle with an arm on him as he let that go.
That's one thing you say about Hoffman is he's got very, very good arm strength.
3rd and 23.
We'll see what's in the pocket here. And he's going to be out of bounds, so that should stop the clock. And the clock continues to.
Okay, there they cut it at 10.
They cut it at 10, yep.
The number 10 Acres out of bounds. It's 4th down.
Not sure who our official is on the clock tonight. Boy, he's got a slow finger.
Yeah, he certainly does. This is going to be a long play here.
Yep. I bring the house right here if I'm Campbell County.
Oh, absolutely.
Hoffman back.
He's got time. Ball game.
And ball game. That was intended for Hayden Akers, and I'd like to see the replay on that if we have it. We do have a marker down. It may be holding.
Holding on Sevier County was the call.
Gun will be declined, and that will be your game tonight, Brandon. What a dandy we've seen with 3 seconds left.
48-45. It's hard to ask for more than that.
Yep. At this point in time, the holding would have brought it back, but let's go back and take a look at that play. We may not have it, and I don't think we did. I think it got cut off right there. But
Hoffman had time. They had a shot there at the end. That shot to Pate in double coverage that was just about a yard too long wound up being the difference in the game. Sevier County finally got the stop, but we talked about earlier they may not be able to score fast enough if it came down to that.
Yep. So victory formation, the sweetest formation in all of football. Landon Hensley gets the snap and takes a knee, and that is your ball game. And what a dandy we've had tonight.
Couldn't ask for a better game tonight.
Yep.
Congratulations to this Campbell County team, and man, your heart goes out to Sevier County. This is 2 weeks in a row they've lost games.
Heartbreakers, nonetheless. Yep. Well, welcome back here to Sevier County, Hardin-Robertson Field, and what a dandy we got to witness tonight. I'm waiting for some stats from this game. Not sure we'll have them before we have to go off the air, but Brandon, talk to us a little bit about what we witnessed here this evening.
We saw 2 teams with really contrasting styles that came out. You saw one team run heavy. You saw one team throw it all over the field. Campbell County looked so efficient. They were taking shots. They were hitting those big shots. And the whole thing came down to Mr. Hensley playing a brilliant game. I feel like for our Buddy's Barbecue player of the game, it has to be Mr. Hensley.
Landon Hensley, yes. It's without a question, it's got to be Landon Hensley. And you know, I think what we witnessed here tonight, Brandon, is 2 heavyweights just going back and forth and just throwing haymakers.
It was. These are 2 teams that are. For Campbell County winning tonight, you've probably got a chance to get into the playoffs now. You've got a chance to get in with a win tonight.
And I'm looking for my email right now to see if WLAF out of Campbell's County has been nice enough to send us stats. Not sure, as I said, we'll get them before we go off the air. We certainly want to thank all of our sponsors this evening, and particularly we want to thank Claybo's Campground for our post-game, being our post-game sponsor tonight. So let's take a look. As we've already talked about, Sevier County has really non-conference games, so nothing's really changed. They take care of business next week against Cott County. In all likelihood, they have that 2 seed for Campbell County right now. You look at where they're at, and they're still in play for that 2 seed. Big game next week, and I'm sure we'll be talking about it. We're supposed to be next week in Cott County, but we'll be following Campbell County as they go to Oak Ridge next week.
They play at Oak Ridge in Campbell County next week. That's going to be a big game for them. They're going to be leaning on our Claybo's Campground player of the game, Mr. Landon Hensley. I believe this is correct. I think he had 7 touchdown passes tonight.
7 touchdown passes.
He had to be almost the same number of touchdown passes as incompletions. So a fantastic game by him. He's earned our Claybo's Campground player of the game. And I suspect you'll see him on the Player of the Week nomination voting when that goes live. Now let's talk about our Buddy's Barbecue play of the game tonight.
Oh, goodness gracious. What do we do in a game? The nature of this game where it's not decided until the very last minute.
The one I've got to go with, Ron, is whenever we saw Hensley on that last touchdown pass, that last deep throw, the deep post that was into double coverage. It was on the money, and it wound up being a touchdown.
Yeah, I believe that was for Devin Jones once again, was it not?
I believe it was Jones again, and that would be my nominee for our Buddy's Barbecue play of the game.
Yep. So let me encourage everyone to go tomorrow to our website, which is yourhighschoolsports.com, and they can vote for our Player of the Week. Vote and share. And let me encourage everyone too, while I'm thinking about it, go to our YouTube page. There's so much great content on our YouTube page. Like and subscribe to that page as well. Once again, though, we do want to thank Sharp Plaque Masters for helping sponsor our Player of the Week. Sharp Plaque Masters located on 8373 Kingston Pike for all of your awards and plaque needs.
We want to remind you again, check out all of our content on yourhighschoolsports.com. You can see our recruiting reports, our game replays, photographs, our schedule. You can find our polls for our voting for the Player of the Week there. We encourage you to take a look at that. And now this week we also have our Your High School Sports podcast is going to be live there. It's also on iTunes if you want to look for that. Just log in, look for Your High School Sports podcast. That's going to come out every Thursday at 7 o'clock. It's myself and Roddy Woods. We're going to have some guests rotating through, but kind of discussing some of the recruiting and some of the big games across East Tennessee, some of the big games. Usually our game of the week comes in.
Yep.
But we encourage you to take a listen to that. We'd love to have you, and love to let you see some of the guests that are going to come in. Some of the young men that I've had the chance to cover this year and will be covering going forward want to come on and talk with us a little bit, get to know these fan bases a little better.
So as well, we also want to encourage you to go to our Facebook page and like that, and also our Twitter page. So once again, let me, well, I feel like I've got to take my breath after that game. That was a dandy. But once again, let me just close tonight by telling everyone thank you for tuning in and being a part of our broadcast tonight. And I'll tell you the score here tonight from beautiful Sevier County, Hardin-Robertson Field. Great atmosphere for a game tonight. 2 fan bases that were just loyal and stayed the entire night. But our final score tonight was the Campbell County Cougars 48, Sevier County 45. For myself, Ron Marvel, and Brandon Martin, we want to thank you once again for tuning in to Your High School Sports. Until next week at Cott County, we'll close off by saying great game and go Vols.